don't worry, people. And he's wearing a beanie. That's the point. And it's hot outside when we were talking before. Anyway, hello everybody. For today's video, in celebration of Sean and I having reached 10 years married, our friends have come to join us to tier rank husbandos for today. And in the next video, we'll be tier ranking waifus. And we're going to structure it where we can rank them anywhere, but then at the end we have to narrow it down, and we're only allowed to have 5 at the top, so we can rank it in the meantime wherever we think is best. I imagine there's going to be some arguing over who's at the top, just knowing my friends and who they love.
But collectively we get to pick 5 altogether. Yeah,
we have to agree on, which is why
I don't know if that's happening.
I was not provided with a paper and pencil in order to.
You're at my work desk. You are welcome to grab some. I know there's notebooks and papers all over. So, but we're going to have the tier ranking as we go. And I think the first one is already going to be one that most of us vote highly. So first up, we have Lloyd.
Wow. I didn't know he's going to be the first one. Represent.
Yeah. Yeah. Sean is wearing a Spy Family shirt. So where would everybody say they think Lloyd should go? And Sean, since you're wearing Lloyd on yourself, where would you put him?
The top tier. Is that even a question?
It was, but it probably was an unnecessary one. All right, Sarah, where would you put Lloyd? Loy, is that what Yuri calls him?
Yes, Loy. I mean, he's already a good husband in the show and the anime or in the manga, so what more really needs to be said?
Enrique, I think you also love Lloyd, don't you?
I do. I'll put him at, what is it? S? Is that the number? The top one? S? Sorry, letter?
Yep.
He is second.
Yeah, he'll be S tier.
Yeah, A and B are switched.
Yeah.
Are they? Oh. How dare the tiering? I'll fix it. It's fine.
Oh, close.
I gotta change the colors though. White is neutral. Green is like a green flag. Red at the bottom is a red flag.
I like that.
Yeah, it's a very common internet way of describing things. But Enrique, you think S tier regardless?
Oui.
Okay. And then Christy, you share the popular opinion.
Okay. We did Lloyd in the last video, right? And in the last video, I gave him A tier because I'm just not as crazy about Lloyd as the rest of you guys. I like him, but I feel like in Spy Family, I just love everyone else more.
Okay.
You know?
Well, I also would say S tier in the meantime.
I'll give it to you guys.
It might be one that we argue about later. So yeah, we did tier rank last year. There are some return characters. And also, in addition to that, some of the characters that we ranked last year, only some of us were familiar with. Now, almost all of us are familiar with all of the characters. And I think there are more higher tier characters. So I actually think it's going to be kind of challenging as a result.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, after last year's ranking, me and Sarah were like, we got to do our homework.
Well, you have. Definitely, because some of the shows you weren't familiar with at all. And also, this is what launched us into watching Apothecary Diaries, because you voted for Mau Mau to be on the waifu tier ranking.
You changed the course of our lives forever.
You really did. That's why we do this. Okay, next up. I feel like this is a lot of people's a top tier. Levi from, of course, Attack on Titan. Sean, you're a big Attack on Titan fan. Where would you rank?
I have to be fair to the game here, the discussion here. I like Levi a lot. I wish I was Levi, but I don't know if he's a good husbando.
Okay.
He's very loyal to his team. He would sacrifice everything for his team. I guess you could say that's his family. So, you know, that's good. But being cool and moody and fighting skills isn't really like husbando material necessarily. So I'm going to say A tier.
Okay.
On this one.
He does love a tidy place.
That's true. That's a good point. That might bump him up. I'll stick with A though.
Sticking with A. Okay.
Sticking with A.
Let's bounce around this time, Christy. The internet husbando.
I think we need to first. I don't remember if we did it last time, but I think we need to like establish like what are we ranking here? Are we ranking how good of a husband they would be objectively, or are we ranking like how thirsty I am for this character?
Okay.
Wait, if that's the criteria, S tier for Levi. S tier for Levi.
Well, your thirst comes into it, you know, it certainly enters the picture, but I do think what we consider to be a good husbando can't even really be objective because we all have different things that work for us.
Okay, because my only criteria is how thirsty I am.
Okay, well that's all you have to say.
I'm changing my criteria to Christy's criteria, and it's S tier for Levi. S tier for Levi.
Okay.
I give Levi an A.
Even after all of that, you prefaced all of that only to say A tier.
Because I'm like, yeah, you know, he's a good cleaner. He's like everything that Sean said is very true. He's loyal, you know, he's passionate.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, yeah, he's great, but I'm like, you know, he's not S tier thirst level for me.
I know exactly who we're gonna rank next. Just to have the juxtaposition highlighted because I think it'll be really funny.
Okay.
Enrique, where would you put Levi? The world's greatest soldier. I know you're not as familiar with Attack on Titan characters. You're not even really specifically that aware of this character. But if you had to rank Levi.
Correct. If I'm ranking as Sean and Christy are and their thirst, there's no thirst for me.
Okay.
No. So you have to be like, what's the bottom tier? F?
No, that's all. And also, the bottom tier is D, first off, sir. And
D,
second,
okay. Second, you guys are saying that thirst. All right, yeah. You guys saying thirst? That I feel no thirst for this man.
Yeah,
like,
Enrique doesn't know.
It's either Dracula or no one. Yeah. So.
Oh my God. Dracula's not
gonna
here
be
today,
like a
I'm
repeat of like you gotta hear his voice.
That's right.
Maybe.
That was a criteria that we thought we should include, was how good their voice was. Because that influenced the Dracula for you too, though, Enrique. Although we know you love a goth type character. Okay, so you would put Levi. Are you saying you would put Levi at the bottom for real? Is that really what you're saying?
In the criteria of thirst, yes. But in the original criteria, I guess I'll give him an A. Because he's cleans. I mean, that's what husbandos do. It's supposed to clean, right?
Well, depends on your version of a good husbando. But should we? How about we go for you? It's like high C tier. That's the second to last. Is that fair? Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we currently have an S tier, an A tier, and a high C tier.
Okay. Enrique, does it help to know that Levi's only 5'3" because we love a short king?
You know what? You're right. Short kings are awesome.
It
helps a little, actually. Yeah, it bumps it up to B.
Does it help 5 feet and 3 inches? Anyways,
you know what? Make an S tier. Sean said it the right way. 5 feet 3 inches. That's it.
All right.
No, B would be fine.
Okay, Sarah, we're all over the place. Where are you putting Levi?
I'm all over the place too with this, honestly, because you mentioned the voice, and his voice is so good.
It's so good.
Like, for his voice alone, I would put him S tier. Okay. And you do make a good point with his cleaning, because I don't like cleaning. So for a husbando, for me, that would be quite convenient. But I don't know. He doesn't have that spark for me.
Okay.
So
I want to clarify something here that might be detrimental. He likes a clean area. I didn't say he cleans necessarily.
He does clean. We've seen him when there's that scene where he walks
he
in
has
and
a little,
wearing,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm also saying he
Open the
makes
window.
everyone else clean too.
He would make the kids clean if you wanted a home with children. He would get them involved.
The whole
But he
house.
is in the military. So,
Yeah.
he might be a bit too strict.
My only thing, so I think I really like this character obviously a lot, and I can't just rank it on cool factor, because if we were just doing cool factor, it'd be at the top. But since it's Husbando, I feel like he is very much like he is a soldier. He's gonna follow orders for the most part, but he also will still advise when necessary. I like that he's not somebody who has this corrupted ambition where he's just trying to gain for himself. He is always very much sacrificing for the greater good. But I do feel like, I don't know, I don't always love the character that follows orders all the time, So I might put him in A tier. So wait, did you put him in A tier as well, Sarah?
I'm like high B, low A.
Okay. So let's bring it back up. I'm really not sure. I feel like A. I feel like that kind of sort of averages everybody's thoughts out fairly. Would we agree with that? Do we think?
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll do A for now. I feel like someone exists out there who is very upset already. Okay. Now I said that. What was that, Enrique?
I think it might be Sean. He looks very angry.
All right, next up.
I'm sorry, Sean.
Lacon. All right, next up. We have to tier rank Lacon now because Christy.
Yes. Oh, were you calling me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I vote that we all get to have one pick where is we just get to choose and no one else can argue.
Well, I don't know if you want to use that on Lacon. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. No, I'm saying because you might have somebody else in your camp, so he might not be the person that you need to do this for.
Okay, but is he? It depends on if other people agree that the other person is also, a high. But it's like I gotta do this strategically, Anyway, Lacon is S tier for me. Oh, I love him.
Elaborate.
Okay. Oh wait. I feel like when you watch Apothecary Diaries, though, you feel a certain way about him. But I'm like, is the fact that I'm revealing how much I love him like technically considered spoilerish?
No, not at all.
Okay, I love a fox-eyed character. Okay, I don't know if you can hear the sirens are going off. And just seeing how dedicated he is to certain somebody and like the lengths that he would go to be with them, like you can't top that.
Yeah, as far as Husbando material goes, that's pretty high. Now, wait, I want to know your thirst factor. You described
and the fact that he's always like, look at this, like look at that, in reference to like, I'm like, just, you love a man who hypes you up. And yes, thirst factor wise, I'm like, yeah, I'm there.
So, Enrique, I want you to be able to chime in with your Lacon thoughts. Oh, here, unmute yourself. Soon you will provide us with your Lacon thoughts.
You kids and your technologies.
Okay, we're gonna because you were fine and then you muted yourself. There you go.
Okay, good. Not good.
Yes. No, you're not. What happened? We're gonna skip you. We're gonna skip because I don't.
Enrique,
Sean
do you see the little microphone thing?
It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
Enrique, don't press anything.
Oh, he's gone.
Sean, go ahead. What are your Lacon thoughts?
I don't have anything. So thirst factor 0 for me personally. Okay. Well, let's get that out of the way. But I do agree. Very dedicated to his person. We could play Go. That could be fun. Although I'd probably lose.
You would definitely lose.
He seems like a cool guy to hang out with. You know, I'll say A. I'll say I'm being generous here.
Nice,
but kind of creepy. You know, that's the downside.
That honestly, that's just adds to the thirst factor for me.
Wait, when you say creepy, what is your interpretation of creepy? Creepy, Christy. Excuse me. What do you describe as creepy that you like?
Oh, just like way that he like looks at things and like his eyes definitely give creep.
I just love the way he can't see faces.
Enrique, now that you're back and currently you are not muted, let us know your thoughts about this character.
I'm gonna agree with Christy that as a thirst, he's like S tier. So he gives off a menacing vibe, which I do like, apparently, in most villains and whatnot. I'm like, okay, bad guy, I like you. You give off a certain vibe. And yeah, I would say S tier for me.
Okay, so
and as Sean said, you don't see you don't see faces. So I really like, and the way he's dedicated to a certain character later on in the show, I like cried. So
yes,
that's husbando right there.
And there is a funny moment where they're dedicated to someone else that I don't think we're specifically talking about, and it's hilarious. And also now reading the light novels, the amount of times that's all they want is to spend time with a certain person. It makes me sad every time. But Sarah, now for you, where would you put Lacon?
S tier.
Okay, we're putting this character in S tier and not Levi.
He's just so good. And he's so protective. I love it.
True. So, Sean, you said A tier, correct? You're the only person who hasn't said S?
Yeah, I'm the only rational person so far in this discussion.
Okay, so my thing is, I can see why he would make a good husbando to someone else. I don't know that I would want him for my husbando, because he really doesn't try very hard at most things. And I respect somebody who tries and puts a lot of effort into things. But I still think that when it comes to being a good husbando to their partner, I think that certainly he ranks very high in that regard. So I think I would put him in A. It looks like it's averaged out to like low S, because we had 3 S's and 2 A's. So for now, he's in S tier, which, Christy, that's why I was like, you might get your wish anyway. You might not have to worry. Yeah, you might not have to worry about that. Okay, switching gears now. Let's go. I want to go with somebody that I feel like is a little bit of a curveball. Oh, okay. A new one. We have from K-pop Demon Hunters. Yeah. I wanted to find somebody that I thought would be high ranking for Sarah. So, Sarah, where does this character rank for you?
In theory, I think he would be high. But given how short K-pop Demon Hunters is, I feel like you don't really get to spend a whole lot of time with him.
True.
So, like, aesthetic and like vibe is high, but actual character is a little bit lower. So I'd say maybe B tier.
B? And you're wearing that shirt? Wow. False advertising. Okay. Sean, where would you put him?
He's hot. I like how he dresses. But he's really old. That's kind of where I'm like, I don't think it'd work. Like he seems like he keeps up with the young people and their references, so that's good on him. But isn't he like
400
hundreds of years old? If so I would say I'd say B probably also. And I agree. I don't know if there's a whole lot to go off of. He's kind of just like nice. Like he's nice fella.
Sort of.
Sort of.
And great voice though. Singing voice. Great singing voice.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enrique.
I give him C.
Okay.
Because he was a husband, and we're not doing spoilers right in this, so
he was not a husband. Not a husband. He was a son and older brother.
Was it an older brother?
Older brother. He had a younger sister and his mom. Unless I'm mistaken.
Well,
pretty sure that's the situation, though.
I thought that was his wife and kid, but could have been his. It's been a minute since I seen it, but I'd still give him a C for what he did. I'm like, no, you don't do that to, your blood relatives, and if you do that to your wife, it's like, put him in D. I'll put him in D. That despite his lovely singing voice, he's still in D.
Okay.
What about his great dance moves, though? Does that raise him up a little bit?
D plus.
High D.
Yeah, high D.
But earlier you were saying you love a villain.
Yeah, but there's like a certain extent. Like with Lacon, he's dedicated to two characters. This one, he's just like, no.
That's fair.
But I do like his eyes.
Yeah, his outfits are great. His design is fantastic. Christy, where is he ranked for you?
Well, since Sarah put him in B, I don't feel bad for saying that I put him in C for cringe.
Oh no! For cringe?
He makes me cringe. So, oh my god, especially when they first introduced him, I was like, oh god, no. I was like shriveling up in my seat.
Now, didn't you feel that way about all of the Saja boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just,
this is too
I want to
much.
spend a day in your brain, where I'm like, ooh, Lacon. But then I see that, I'm like, ew.
I remember when talking about Lacon, you loved the fact that he brings his couch with him wherever he goes.
And then he gets his greasy fingers everywhere.
Yeah.
Hubba.
Like, what is it called when like a cute girl likes a slob? There is a name, I think, for that, and I feel like that's you to a T.
There probably is a name for that.
I'm pretty sure there's a name for it. I'm not familiar though. You know who would know? Probably this character. Ginu would probably know. Because he's all familiar with all the references. Anyway, so you're putting him in C for cringe. So I'm going to put him in C also because of basically what you were saying, Enrique. He, I want my husbando to stand by the family, at least to some, as long as your family isn't terrible, which his was not. He was very selfishly motivated. Mm-hmm. But the reason he's not in D is because he definitely regrets it. He wishes it could have gone differently. So for that reason, I'm like, he can't be very bottom. I'm basically not putting him in the bottom because he's not the absolute worst human being ever. And he does sing well, and his design is C for cool, not C for cringe. So
C for changed heart.
Yeah. So we had one B. No, we had two Bs, two Cs, and a D. So he's in C.
Wait, who was the other B?
Weren't you the other B?
Who was, I know, besides me.
Oh, Sarah.
Oh. Hey, good job, Sarah.
Okay. I feel like we got to get we got to get somebody who we might argue about for weird reasons. So, okay, hold on. I know exactly who should be next. Wait, are you ready?
I forget what we said last time, so I don't know what anyone's thoughts are.
I don't know if we ranked him in the husbandos. I think we only have ranked him as a character in Spy Family.
Oh, okay.
We did do a character tier ranking in Spy Family.
Okay.
But I think we only might have had Lloyd last year. So, Christy, since you were saying that, where would you put this character?
I put him in bottom of D, and I judge anyone hard who disagrees with that.
Okay.
Let it be known.
So on that note, Sean, where do you?
I also put him in D because I feel like, not to be too graphic for all our young listeners, but he wants to marry his sister. I mean, let's be real. So like that's automatic. Like let's just put it in D. D for me. Yeah.
Sarah, what about?
But he's funny.
He is funny.
But that's all I can say about him.
I'm also putting him in D. He's just creepy.
Okay.
And not in a good way. Not in an attractive
if you were a real person, it'd be like, no.
The part where his boss is like, oh, your sister. And he's like, how'd you know? As his locker is filled with pictures of her. Enrique, what about for you? I mean, you do love somebody who loves their family.
Yeah, but there's
Loves
love
their
and
family.
there's crazy redneck love. And I would put him in D too, like low D, because that's like stalking level and creeper. So yeah, I put him in D.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is this is the most united we've been because I'm also not putting him higher. I think, though, referencing back to the tier ranking of just characters, I wanted to rank him high as a character, like high-ish, because he's so funny. Like, he makes pretty much every scene he's in funny. So as a character, I find him very amusing from an entertainment angle, but not like deep character, not like that kind of enjoying the character. And also as a husbando, definitely not. It's very weird. And he's kind of mean to Anya. I still really like when he was tutoring, though. And he's like, okay, do you know your grammar? And she's like, what's grammar? And I still, because then he just gets mad and he leaves, which is one of my favorite moments. All right, next up, let's go. A character that I don't really know where everybody's going to put him. We have Boston from Apothecary Diaries. So, Sean, where would you put Boston? I had to pick a silly picture of him.
Is this Boston of what we know of him from the show?
You can rank Boston wherever your heart guides you. You just can't give away spoilers.
I don't know, like a C?
A C. Okay.
Yeah. All I got, I mean, he's fine. He's nice enough, but he doesn't know how to talk to ladies at all. So that might be a problem when trying to be a husbando.
True.
But he's strong.
He is very strong. Yes. Sarah?
I feel like I have to go with B because like I don't know, he doesn't have anything that makes him higher, but he doesn't have anything that makes him lower, really. He feels pretty neutral to me.
I think he has husbando potential for sure. He's very young right now, but I think if he had a lady love and if he finally learned how to talk to said lady, that he would be very sweet and very protective. But currently, he's kind of a goof. So for that reason, I would put him in B as well. Christy, what about for you?
I am torn between C and B because he's kind of mean to everybody. Like, he's so snarky to Mao Mao. He's not very respectful to his father. And he's also like, he's a soldier, right? He's like loyal to his prince. And then it's like, he's always going to put his duty first before his family. So,
you're making me feel better about my C ranking. At first, I was like, oh, maybe I'm being too hard on him.
For that reason, yeah, I think I'm leaning towards a C.
But he looks like he has greasy fingers.
Okay, it's not the greasy fingers that I'm drawn towards, okay?
I don't know. Sounded kind of like it was. Enrique, I feel like you're going to be higher. Is that correct?
No.
No? Okay.
I feel like C, yeah.
Okay.
Duty over family. No. Like with Lacon, he put basically family over duty.
Everything.
And then he's like, yeah, well, and he's like reverse duty over family. So I'd give him a C. Just give him as far away as Lacon as possible.
So what's interesting is I feel like to some degree, he and some of the way we've described him is not all that dissimilar to how we described Levi. But it's the main difference that everybody was thirsting except for Enrique. And also Levi likes things clean. That's all it took.
Levi can talk to people.
That's true.
Boston is kind of
and
weird.
He's 5'3".
And he's 5'3". Yeah.
A good point.
Yeah.
We don't really know how tall Boston is, but we know he's taller than that, apparently.
Okay, well, speaking of tall men, Gausian. It's a good picture of him, too.
Look how disappointed. See, he's not mad. He's disappointed, even in that picture.
No, he's looking at Mao Mao in that picture. So he's probably concerned for her health. I feel like that's a pretty common reaction. Sean, where does Gausian go for you?
I mean, Gausian, I feel like has to be S tier. Yeah. If anyone's S tier, it's gotta be Gausian.
Yeah. Sarah. Well, hold on. Actually, Sean, why would you put him in S tier? Gotta elaborate a little.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to reconsider this.
Oh, please. I should have just gone.
No, I'm going to reconsider it because he's always bad mouthing. He's like, oh, my wife is scary. Oh, I don't want to get on her bad side. Oh.
Yeah.
He does not talk like that. How dare you? You are reading into it for the sake of annoying me.
No, he's still S tier. He's very concerned for Mao Mao. He watches out for her. He's very concerned for Ginshi. He's very concerned for everyone in his, area that he's supposed to keep track of. He's very resourceful, very intelligent, and he's calm for the most part when he's not just like, looking shocked and wanting to exit his body, But yeah, he's cool.
When he's not considering emptiness or however
Nirvana or whatever it is.
Yeah, and he also, I feel like, is very empathetic because when Mao Mao is talking about the situation with people in her life, and he says no father wants their child to hate them, and you're like, no. So I feel like he definitely cares about other people, and he wants other people to care about each other. But he's very he doesn't overstep, and he's very protective, and he's also able to follow through on that. Sarah, where would you put Gausian?
I'm also putting him in S tier.
Okay.
I agree with everything. And he's also a hard worker, which is good. He has to have a lot of energy to keep up with the shenanigans that are going on around him.
It's a great way to put it. Very diligent and patient. Okay, Christy, where are you putting Gausian?
So I was on my phone just now because I was looking for that picture that I saw of Gausian in Japan. Yeah. And I put him in S tier because of all the reasons that you guys said, but also because of this picture. Just look at that.
Where he's kind of smiling a little.
And the hair.
There's that fan art. There was that fan art that you sent out, and I was like...
I did. Okay, so to give context, Enrique, somebody had made this silly little graphic, almost like a comic strip, and this way that Gausian was drawn, I sent it to Christy and Sarah, and I said, "Excuse me." So I'll try if I can find it to share it really fast. But Enrique, where does Gausian rank for you? It's got to be high, right? He represents, I feel like, everything.
Yeah, it's A. It's A for me.
A. Why not S?
A. Lacon shares that S. Like in Apothecary Diaries, it's Lacan's level of dedication, or everyone else is kaput. And his story is like, I really love his story. So everyone that's not matched up to his level, I'm like, it's A or lower.
Okay, so basically nobody else is S tier except for him?
In Apothecary Diaries, yes.
Okay, but you don't have to rank it against Apothecary. Oh, fine. You said A. It's fine.
Yeah.
What does this change your mind?
It's all blurry.
No, it's all blurry.
If it only was 4K, it would have probably been the difference. Okay, I'm putting him in S tier, and since you're the only one that didn't put him in S tier, that means he still goes in S tier, and we will discuss at the end. You know what? I think I have somebody that's S tier for you, Enrique, and I'm gonna be shocked if I'm wrong.
Arthur Morgan.
Arthur Morgan is not here. I'm sorry.
No.
Also, Arthur Morgan would not be S tier though. I'm sparing you by not having him here.
How dare you?
Because I don't think anyone. And plus, not okay.
Rocker.
Jin Sakai. Enrique.
S tier.
Yeah.
Obviously, look at that. Yeah. That dedicated man to country, family, and all of it.
Yes. Let's go this way because I like his
gives
armor
off
here.
Noble vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
S tier.
He's the kind of character that if everybody who had even a little bit of power handled it the way that he does, the world would be a better place. That's the kind of character he is.
I'm not sure if I agree completely, but that's good.
Okay, Sean, say more.
Well, we've been like, oh, we don't like people who just follow orders, and that's what he does. Just
no, it is not. Did you forget the whole premise of this video game?
Yes, it is. His uncle's like,
not.
Jin, do this. Jin, do that. Do this
and what does
that.
He do?
And then
I was just
he does a lot of this and that. So I'm just saying, if we're going to be consistent, I don't know if he's S tier. He's not. He's easy on the eyes. You know, there's that. But I'm gonna go A tier for Jin.
First off, I apologize for interrupting. Second, you are clearly just doing this because you have something in you that can't stand when I love another man. Okay, I also need to say that while I was playing this game last night, I was going around fighting people as you do as this character, and you were like, wasn't he just telling somebody that he was going to fight honorably like a samurai? That's not what he's doing at all. So I don't know what you're talking about, how he only follows orders, because the whole point is that he goes against what he is.
Well, you chose not to fight honorably. You could choose to fight honorably. That's your fault. That's how you're playing the game.
It's the whole you are just being stubborn. How dare you? Okay, well, he's S tier for me because he is extremely honorable. He definitely puts other people before himself to the extreme. He does everything to fight for the safety of his country. He actually will. He's like not just talk. He also will walk the walk. Like he puts himself forward. He's very brave. He's also incredibly empathetic, but can be a good leader as well. Whenever he's talking to people who are scared or unsure, he even changes the cadence of his voice. And he's also always petting foxes, which if the animals love him, that says a lot.
I have one more thing to say.
Okay.
Tell that to Yuna.
Yeah.
Who was supposed to be on a ship and was not on a ship.
How dare you? How dare you bring that up?
She fulfilled her duty. And what does he do? Oh, Uncle says you have to stay. Spoiler.
No, he doesn't say he doesn't go, you have to. He says he will help you if you do. Which, yes, she is upset by. Understandably upset. He's just saying, basically, if you help him, he'll help you.
A is still really high. But I think we have to look at his faults square in the eye.
No, whatever. I don't agree with the premise that he has.
No, whatever.
That you're saying he has. How dare you? Okay, Christy and Sarah. This is a character neither of you are super familiar with. And I think Sean's jealousy aside, you've heard a little bit about him. So, Christy, where would this character rank for you?
Okay, so let me just say the thirst factor is not there for me. I'm sorry. So
okay, say something of substance.
No, I told you this is my only criterion. This is the only thing I judge by.
Especially when he wasn't a character. So,
would it help if he was covered in mud? And I know it's not grease, but it's kind of the same, right?
That's true. Well, it would cover his face, I guess.
He does wear some pretty sick masks. He wears some pretty good masks.
Ooh, let's see a picture of him with the mask.
Okay. Whatever I gotta do.
Whatever I gotta do.
Whatever I gotta do to
get the game.
How does he sound as a character?
I do like everything that you're describing. It's the kind of character that, just makes me like he does
have a good he has a good voice too. If you mean quite literally, how does he sound as a character?
A great voice.
Yeah.
I'll give you A.
Very calming. Very
but let's see the mask.
He does write haikus.
How do you feel, Sarah?
I also need to see the mask.
Wow. Hold on.
A woman
Give
of
me a
taste.
sec.
A woman of taste.
He has a lot of different masks. Do you want like a monster mask or like a covering?
You want a wolf mask?
Like a bandit.
He does have a lot of different options.
Yeah.
Let's see the monster.
Okay.
I feel like the thirst factor is coming up right now.
Oh yeah. This amps it up.
Hold on. With what's the one that has like the cool antlers? I don't remember what it's called.
I think that's the one, the helmets, right?
Antler helmet. I think it covers. Does it cover his face too?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Keep that on all the time.
Gosh. Okay, so wait, where does that leave us now?
No, I'm giving you a more confident A now.
More okay. I did all that work for nothing. Sarah.
I'm also gonna go with an A.
Oh no, she left.
Yeah, you guys.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, made her upset.
So upset.
I would do the whole
fault.
tier ranking thing, but I don't think I can do that. Oh, there she is. She's back.
Yeah. It kicked me out. Okay, so you said I'm also going to, and then I did not leave. Okay, I promise that wasn't on purpose.
I'm also going with an A.
With an A. Okay, so that's 2 S's and 3 A's. So that's high A. That's high A. I'll bring back the tier ranker itself in a little while. I think StreamYard got upset with me for having so much happening. I'm very upset with all of you. I hope you know. Jin Sakai deserves to be much higher.
Upset with 3 other people. I said S.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
Yes. That's
Sean
true.
said A out of jealousy.
Yeah.
No, I gave good reasons.
No.
The fact that your waifu and best friend said he's S tier and complimenting this man, and you're just like, nope. I wish I could be like
opportunity to look inward, Sean, because I thought it was S tier, and I think you're S tier. So what's that say about you?
Yeah.
You think you're A tier, apparently. A lot of the qualities I like about him, I like about you, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's go to another one of my favorites. Can you tell who we're talking about?
It's Erwin.
It's Erwin.
Why did you have to do them back to back? I'm going to be really in the doghouse now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, no.
Go for it, Sean.
I mean, he's great. I really like Erwin. But Erwin would sacrifice everybody to achieve his goal, which I don't know if that's necessarily husbando material, because if it's like, hey, I really want to know the answer to this question that's been torturing me for my entire life. Do I need to sacrifice my family to learn it? I don't know. Maybe I'll try it. So I'm going to say A. It's the highest A possible.
But I gotta.
But like,
I know, but somebody tells him that they think he should give up on that. And what does he do with that advice?
The opposite. He doesn't give up.
No,
because giving up is for quitters.
Definitely takes that advice into consideration.
Sean,
you know it. Remember that. I can't talk spoilers. How dare you? Feeding off of the ignorance of others to get what you want. No,
he's great. I'm gonna say A though.
He does stoically abandon that for the greater good. Mm-hmm. And it's a great moment. But you still think highest A.
Yeah, one of the best characters in that show, but A for Husbando.
Okay.
S tier for character, Attack on Titan character.
That's fair. Okay, Sarah.
I'm gonna have to go B for Husbando, but like for character, definitely higher. But I just don't think he's cut out for that Husbando life.
He would definitely never be home.
No, he wouldn't.
I don't know. I like me a stoic man who considers the greater good. I do love that kind of thing, which is obvious, I think. But Christy, I feel like yours is low.
Really? We did Erwin last time, and I think because I like Erwin a lot, actually.
Okay.
S tier character, but again, like he doesn't have the S tier spark for husband for me. Although he is S tier husband to S tier waifu Levi.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a great point.
Maybe we should have put Levi in the waifu.
Yeah.
I would give Levi S tier waifu.
It's so funny to me the amount of different ships that people have, where people will ship Levi and Erwin, people will ship Levi and Hanji, because there's that part where he's like, I only need one finger, and he's talking about the trigger, but people have made edits where like all the other characters are looking at him. So, because even Hanji, like, you've seen this edit, right? Have you not? It's so funny because like all the characters are like staring at him wide-eyed, and it's really funny, and I'll send it to you. Anyway, okay, so he's S tier if his waifu is Levi, but he's not S tier any other way.
Not S tier for me.
Okay.
I'll give him A.
Okay. How high in A? Currently the two A's are Jin Sakai and Levi Ackerman.
In the middle.
Between those two?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jin Sakai, that antler helmet really did something for you. Okay. Enrique, you are not familiar with Erwin Smith quite to the same level. So
just gonna say B.
You're just gonna say B. Well,
I'm just gonna say B.
Is that the thirst factor for you? Are you basing it off of that? He's tall.
If it's a thirst factor, it's gonna be D.
Oh my gosh. Whatever. You're terrible. Okay, I guess I don't want to know. Yeah. You've heard all about him from all the rest of us, though.
Extra here. All
you like a heroic person who goes to protect his people?
I'm also just like all over the place, so
no consistency.
Yeah.
No one's Dracula for you. Okay, so you said B, actually, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had A, right? 3 of you were A's, a B, and then I was S, so he's A tier.
We'll
decide. What was that?
I was also a B.
You were also B. Okay, so it's low A then. I think I'm not obviously averaging it that closely.
You need to give point values to each one. And
I know, but I don't want to have to try to like worry about it that much because it's more fun to just argue and be silly.
At least Sean's not like doing the strategic thing like last time where he's like, I'm going to put this person in D so it averages out to a B.
Yeah, rude. All right. I think
I've matured.
This next person's very sweet and it's a little unexpected, but they do say that sometimes the eunuchs get married, okay? Lmen. I love Lmen. Lmen is very sweet. He is a great father figure to Mao Mao. and he's very intelligent. What did you say, Sean?
I said spoiler.
Not really.
Not really. No.
Yeah. So I love him so much, and I think he would be very sweet if somehow, because sometimes, you know, in their culture, I feel like there's a lot of pairings, and you could do pretty well for yourself with that nice man as your husbando. Sarah / Silco's back.
I would want him as my dad more than my husband.
That is fair.
So I don't know where that leaves me.
We'll come back to you because that you gotta deal with that. You gotta figure out those feelings. Christy.
I mean, I think that too. Like, I would want him as my dad, but also he did, when Mama was kidnapped for like 3 months, he was just like, oh well, I guess that's that. So I don't know if like that makes him a good dad. I know he didn't have a choice, but you know, husband. Okay, I'll say like thirst. No, not there at all.
Yeah.
I want to say like high B.
That's fair. That's fair. I think in their culture, because of like what I was saying before, where sometimes people marry eunuchs and it's more of a like a partnership. And I just feel like you could have like a really nice, lovely home, like not house as in like the material things. I just mean like your home life would be very sweet and nice.
But let's talk about the material things. I think if I'm going to be with an older man, I like them to have some money. You know, like the dude is pretty bad with money. And, you know, like, I don't know.
He'll just give away like everything, you know, all the services for free, and then you're left living in this decrepit shack.
I don't want to live in a shack. That's not. I'm too pampered to live in a shack.
Well, Enrique, what do you think? Learning things about my friends and husband right now.
How shallow and materialistic we are.
Do I have lust for him? Does he have money? Enrique, though, what do you think?
I would say A. He knows a lot about poisons and whatnot. So if I get poison, he'll be like, hey, drink this, and just shove it down my gullet. So yeah, it's A tier for me.
Yeah, how many of these other men can do that, huh? You'll be rich and pampered, but you'll be dead.
Yeah, Sean.
Sean, did you give an official spot? I don't think so, right? Because I
didn't know. I would just be obnoxious. I'll say B. You know, it's not a C. You could do worse. You could do better.
Sarah,
I agree with that.
Okay. I mean, he's so sweet. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not thirsting after him, but that doesn't really matter because that's not like a part of the relationship anyway, you know? It's just everything else except for, you know, money would be tough, but I like to think that I'm a pretty capable person. I do what I have to do, and he could help a lot of people, which is a big plus for me. So for me, he's A tier. I love him. So we had 3 B's, or I can't, sorry. We had 2 B's. Yeah, no, we had 3 B's and 2 A's, right? Gosh, sorry.
We need like little paddles or something to hold up our
score. I'm not normally this stupid and bad at keeping track of things.
I'm gonna make some pieces of paper with my ranking.
Like you're gonna hold it up?
Yeah.
We need like a Vanna White thing where we hit the thing and it lights up. Okay, so we currently only have him and Boston in B. I'm guessing we're keeping Boston higher. Boston doesn't have any money either right now.
Yeah, I'd put Boston lower.
Lower?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Boston doesn't have the skills. He doesn't have. Yeah.
He's
okay.
Just a kid, you know.
Speaking of just a kid. Now, technically, this character is. None of the characters today are like actual children. You know, we keep those off. But this one looks very young, but I think it's just the art style. and that would be Stark. I think this one, Christy and Enrique are not familiar with this character. But he's basically the type of character that, despite being very, very, very afraid, he goes to fight on behalf of others. He's really good with kids. He's very sweet. He's very like tentative, and he just wants to like do right by people. He's very nice.
How tall is he?
I will look that up. How tall is Stark in Freerin?
It's gonna give you the infant centimeters.
Someone says that he's basically Sean's height, if that helps.
All right.
They didn't word it that way. That'd be really creepy.
Just on Reddit, it says he's basically Sean's height.
No, somebody has him as like 5'11", 6 feet, if they had to guess. It's not an official, it would seem.
Mm.
So, since you know that, Enrique, what do you think hearing about him?
Does he have like any family or like love interest to give more background for a husband kind of thing?
So his family, when he was very young, they were attacked, and he was a small child, and it's really deeply impacted him. It's part of what makes him afraid, but it's part of what makes him want to be heroic for others. And the girl that it would seem he kind of likes, he does do very sweet things. Like he's always trying to. You would like her because she's kind of got the like goth girl vibe, and he's kind of a little bit of a cinnamon roll, and they're cute in their dynamic. But he never knows what she's thinking or feeling, and he tries, which is quite sweet. Sarah can back me up on that too.
I can.
Yeah.
I guess with that, I'll go with A tier.
I think that's a pretty good ranking. I know, Christy, you're also not particularly familiar with this character. But
does he have grease on his hands?
I don't know. He does play with kids a lot. Like every time they go to a new town, always in the background, you'll see him playing with kids, and kids are greasy. So maybe it's a different kind of greasy. It's not self-inflicted. Christy, what do you think from what you've heard?
Let's see him again.
Okay. There he is. He's very sweet.
He looks like a nice kid, you know?
Yeah.
I see him. I know you said like I don't know how old he is, but to me, I'm like, he looks like a kid. Yeah. And nice just doesn't do it for me. Okay, I give him
B. Okay. Okay, so we have an A and a B. A and B. Sarah.
So the thirst factor isn't there with him?
Christy, thank you. I'm good.
And I personally would like someone a little bit more confident because he is kind of like timid. So I'm going to say B for Husbando. But I do, in general, like him a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. Sean, what do you think?
So there's only the one season out, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I've only seen the one season. I haven't read further. I could see him growing up more and being more husbando. But right now I'm kind of with Christy. He's a nice kid. Nice fella. I like him. But I don't know if I wouldn't want to put him in S or A, so I'd probably say B.
Okay. I think I'm really looking at husbando potential, kind of like what I did with Boston, but I think husbando potential for him is higher.
I agree with that.
Than Boston. Like, I think he's going to grow up to, I mean, I know he's already, not a child, but I think as he grows into like a man, he's going to be great. I think he'd be great. So for that, I think I got to put him in A. Not as high. I see Erwin at the back of A, and I'm just like, it just doesn't compute that Erwin and him are in the same tier. But okay, so we have officially 2 A's and 3 B's. So it's B tier. Now we can decide at the end. Are we thinking higher than the other B tiers, which currently are Lmen and Boston?
I would say so. I think
Me too.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure. All right.
He's like one of the most like just kind of noble, good characters I feel like you have on here. Like he's really nice. He's just a really nice fella.
He's very sweet. He's very sweet. And he's always a little kind of, he's okay accepting what he's not good at too, I think, in a sense. Like he's like, oh, why I'm bored. You know, like when he's doing something, but not in a, he doesn't dismiss other people's interests. He's just kind of like, all right. I do always like Sarah. I do always like when the people that use magic are like carrying him around as they basically fly. He always looks so dejected, which is fun. Okay, next up we have, I tried to have this character come later because I really, really wasn't sure. Ginshi. Okay, Christy, that's an interesting expression. So why are you laughing? Nobody has said anything. Christy.
just read my name. Sheesh. Okay, anyway. The thing I love about, I know that Ginshi has his like creeper moments, but we've established that I love a creep, okay? I also love a pathetic, desperate loser version of a man. And he fits all the criteria.
I should not have taken a drink when you said that.
You need to say that again so we get that on the quote wall. I love a
pathetic
loser virgin
of a man.
I like the like really enunciating.
Yeah.
And you can quote me.
I can tell you, as somebody who has read almost all of the light novels that are out officially, because I have read so many now, that feeling is not going to go away.
Yes.
Like, I wish I could tell you about one of the scenes, Christy. If you didn't mind spoilers, there's a scene that I feel like it's like someone wrote fan fiction specifically for you. I really wish I don't feel like I can say. I don't want you to know. Okay, so here are two of the quotes from today. There's love, and then there's crazy redneck love, Enrique, and then I love a desperate, pathetic loser version of a man, Christy. Okay, so we've established S tier. I'm definitely not going to forget this time. Sarah, where would you place Ginshi?
S tier.
Enrique is upset. We're confused. One of those.
I mean, there's everything Christy said, and he's also so pretty.
The prettiness helps with the descriptions that I gave.
Yes, it does.
It does.
I agree. And like Moon Prince Ginshi, he's so cool.
Yeah.
The ponytail. Oh.
I love a ponytail.
Yeah, me too.
Do you guys, should I leave? You guys could get the room. I could just like walk out for a minute. I mean,
Enrique, I know you're not the biggest. You certainly don't feel as they do for this character.
No, the ponytail doesn't do it for me. No, the armor does though. Yeah, that alone gives off the what's it, aura? Is that what you kids call it these days? Aura fun. That's, I'll give him, I'm like teetering on high A and low S because the armor really does it for me.
Also, I will say, Enrique, you do love, as we talked about with Lacon, you do love a man who's obsessed with his lady.
That's true.
Now, true, he doesn't always show that obsession in appropriate ways. I think it's fair to say.
You know what? I will put S tier because there's a moment in the first season that I genuinely love because it's hilarious. But I don't know if I could hit spoiler.
Is it spoilery in the first season? No. Are you talking about when he drops the cup?
Heads butter. He heads butter. I thought that was hilarious.
That and also there's the headbutting the random column because when she's basically like, welcome home, and he
S tier.
The internet has deemed that moment as like he was flashing before his eyes was like a whole life of being greeted by Mao Mao coming home. Or when he comes home, like Mao Mao greets him like that, and he's having this whole family scenario.
Oh my god, and Mao Mao's going like, would you like a dinner first, a bath, or me?
Sean.
I didn't know I'd be the one raining on the parade for Ginshi. He's fine. I don't know. As a husbando, I don't know. I mean, he is certainly infatuated.
Dedicated.
He would move armies for you.
He would. That is true. That is true. And
you're not on the Instagram, Sean, but people have made edits of him where they're like, "Man went to war for his situationship."
Not even situationship for the woman like he's stalking.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just Lloyd is so S tier for me that when I think of Ginshi, I'm like, Jinshi's not like Lloyd. It's not, he's not like Loy. So I don't.
You don't like desperate losers?
I guess not.
I
mean, so I'm going to be unspoiler-ish, but beyond the show, from what I've read, there have been some kind of cute moments. And I would dare say normal moments between him and his lady love. And you're like, oh, normal's nice. But I think that's for me where I'm like, if I'm just like, oh, it's nice that he's not acting kind of bizarre. I feel like maybe that means I need to kick him down a little. So I would say A. That's still pretty high.
I was going to say, even after all that, it's still A. Erwin, you said was A. How can you? I feel like you're too.
All right, fine. He's B. Okay, Jinshi's B. Is that what you wanted? I was trying to be nice.
You're saying low A. Is that fair?
Yeah, I'm saying low A.
Okay.
What about mid A?
Once again, I think if I had talked about him just within what I've seen of the show, it would be not S tier necessarily. And even if I had only read some of the light novels, it would also not be S tier. But there have been some pretty, really good scenes with him later that have elevated him quite a lot for me personally. But it takes a bit to get to these scenes. But for those reasons, he's S tier. They're some of the scenes are I really like. And just him as a character too, which
Wouldn't
I know is
funny if those scenes make Christy like him less. She's like, oh,
they will not. They absolutely will not. I promise.
He's not pathetic anymore.
I can't say anything. I wish I could say. I know. I'm pretty sure that you will know exactly the scene I'm talking about when you eventually get there, Christy. It's sadly not going to happen for a while, but let's just say that Ginshi remembers things that have happened in season 1, and then he asks for that, and that's all I'll say. I can't say anything else. Yeah, that basically means nothing.
That means
okay,
that
so
means
pretty much
everything.
So wait, Sean, you were the only dissenting opinion, correct?
I was, yes.
Okay, so he is S, but I think S after Gausian accurately reflects.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. I gotta pick one that I think is an S tier for Sean. And it's kind of funny because it's kind of bro-y. Mustang.
Dude, S tier. All right.
The thing is, I actually don't think Sean and I have, this is going to be a weird statement, that big a difference in our taste in men. but I do think that if you lean into too stoic / heroic, I think you lose Sean a little bit because he wants that personable a little bit more. And I think Roy Mustang has that. Do you think that's fair, Sean?
I don't know. I was too busy looking at Roy Mustang.
I didn't even have him on the screen.
Too busy thinking about Roy Mustang.
That's not even the best picture of him either. If you could see the rest of this shot, wait, hold on.
There's some abs in there.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to lead with that.
Okay, as far as I know, you like it better when he looks like a weird monster. I don't know the abs, the classic thing would work for you in that scenario. You know what? His abs are burned in this moment too. I suppose that is a plus. He's all bloody. Anyway, so Sean, would you like to elaborate as to why he's S tier for you?
Great voice, amazing voice. What else can I say?
Looking up the voice actor.
He's what's up?
I think Christy is looking up the voice actor.
He loves his true love, Hawkeye, even though they won't say it to each other, but they do. He loves his team. He's very loyal. He's all the things that you want. He's great.
And he struggles. I think showing the struggle too it humanizes him a lot. And he's also kind of cheap, which is weirdly funny. He's very frugal. And I know Sarah's got big feelings too.
Yes, it's S tier. He's like the original S tier.
Yeah.
He's all those things, but he's also like a big loser dork too. Like,
yeah,
he has his very dumb moments, which I love. He's just very good.
He's so cool and like so dumb at the same time. That part where he
but
is
also incredibly smart though.
Yes,
yeah.
I love.
He outwits everyone.
Yes, I love characters that are so smart and so dumb at the same time. Like Lloyd is a good example of that as well.
That's true.
Is he a desperate, pathetic loser virgin of a man?
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't think so.
A tier for me. I'm sorry.
Okay, not basing it off of Christie's criteria then. If you were
she has the best criteria right now, honestly. That's the best quote I've ever read.
Okay,
I love a desperate, pathetic loser virgin of a man. I'm gonna get that tattooed on me.
I don't know if you understand how much I think I'm not even just trying to get you to rank him high because I like this character as well. I genuinely think he is your top tier kind of character, Enrique. He's he is so incredibly loyal to his friends, to his team, to his people, and he also wants to basically root out corruption too. So like the struggle when those people kind of fight back and how they try to tear him apart from his friends. So I think you would really love him. Not to mention he's easy on the eyes, you know. Do you stand by A or
yeah, I'm gonna stand by A.
You stand by Sean, do you want to chime in at all or high A?
No.
Okay.
No.
High A.
I know Enrique when he's made his mind up. There's no changing.
Christy, what about for you?
Okay, so unfortunately, Full Metal Alchemist is one of the things I didn't do my homework on yet. But I gotta rank him based on how I think I would react to his character once I do read or watch it. And he's voiced by Shinichiro Miki, who I love. And I love a revolutionary. I love a broody man. I love a himbo. I think when I watch it, I will put him in S.
Yeah, I think so. I think you would.
And if I don't, I will feel so betrayed by everyone here.
I think he takes a while before you realize the kind of person he is. Because for a while you're like, I don't know about this guy. And then at some point you're kind of this point, I feel like is this little mini arc within the overall show / manga.
It's when I think his abs that you're like, I see his true colors.
Well, I know like my friend Gavin, when he got to this scene, he sent me this shot and he's just like, so kind of what I with Gausian with the like, excuse me, it was kind of a similar reaction. Yeah, I feel like there aren't too many people that don't love Roy Mustang. He's great. So we have all S's except for Enrique, which means he's let's see, is the only other person who has been all S's and 1A Lloyd?
Ginshi.
Oh, and Ginshi.
And,
well, but we have Gausian. Okay, we'll have to go through those at the end, like we've talked about. But he's up there for sure. Is the point? Okay, next up is going to be this one again. This is from Freerun, so we only have 3 of the 5 that know about this character. But your example, Christy, this man fits this to a T. I love a desperate, pathetic loser version of a man. Yeah, and that would be Himmel. This man. So he's very pretty. He's very heroic. He is filled clearly with love for Freerun. And he's also just very sweet, and he's kind of a big silly goof also. And he kind of sets the what's the word I'm looking for? Like he sets the standard for a lot of people that come after him for what it is to be a hero.
For those who come after.
Yeah, which we'll get to that. So Christy, I know you don't really know anything about him, but that gives you a little bit of an idea. I've seen people are like, I love what do you remember, Sarah, what people say, like, I love an unbothered queen and a like pathetic king.
Yeah.
And it's comparing
Yes.
like Mao Mao, Freerun him.
Yes.
I haven't seen Freerun yet, but you just shot that up to the top of my watch next, just from that description.
Well, I think it's important to not break your heart. You know the setup of the show, right?
Kind of. My boyfriend told me about it, but I don't know like how quickly, the years go by.
Very quickly.
No!
Yeah.
Like episode 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's still kind of present throughout the story in his own way.
There are memories.
Yeah, a lot of it's about reflecting. I know. Are you gonna start crying? Don't start crying.
But there's nothing that gets me more than a tragic ship.
Yes.
Well, then he's S tier for you.
No notes. I know nothing about this man, but
yeah. Sarah, you do know about this character.
Yes.
Yes.
I think just because we don't get a ton of him, because I'm only watched the anime, we don't get a ton of him. That puts him in A tier for me. And if we got more, I think he has the potential to be higher.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And I think I would say something similar. I think he's definitely A. We know he has so much love and respect, but we don't.
Wow. You guys
really
lured me into that. Like, I feel like I've been lured into a trap.
No.
I'm like, you're like telling me about this, and I'm like, okay, S tier, and you guys are like, yeah, he's A, he's B. I'm like, what?
No, I didn't say B. Nobody has said B so far. And also, excuse me, my goal isn't to get you to agree with what I feel. I'm telling you based off of your own criteria that this man would be S tier for you. But I would put him in A only because for me personally, I think he's not exactly my type, but he's still absolutely a lovely, lovely person. So he's a pretty high A, I would say, for me. Sean, what do you think?
You
didn't finish watching season 1, actually.
For the same reason of he's not in it a ton. He's fine. I guess it's like I don't find him that fascinating. He's a little like, I'm just a good person for me. Kind of boring. So I'm gonna go B tier.
Okay, so he's kind of like Stark for you. Where
Like Stark for me?
Yeah, like classic good guy.
I like Stark way more than him. Way more. Did I say B for Stark?
He ended up in B.
Make him C then. I don't, he's like
going down.
Okay.
Okay, but also B tier also has Lmen and Boston.
I think it's below those two.
Okay, so you would say low B, and
I feel
Enrique,
like he wouldn't play catch with me.
he would so play catch with you. His whole thing is
Wait. Is he supposed to be a husband to you, Sean, or a dad? Because I don't think husbands play catch with their wives. If you did a dad tier ranking for this guy, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I agree with Sean. But if he's throwing something at you, not a good husband. I'm gonna go with C. If he has that
I don't know.
capability.
I find him boring. I don't find him exciting at all.
I don't actually think he's exciting. I don't know if I disagree. He's not exciting, but he would
But
add
don't you want excitement in a relationship? You know,
comfort and stability are going to take you all the way. You know, support, kindness, compassion, excitement things. Enrique, where do you think, based off what you've heard about him, you would? What do you think? Like a classic good guy type.
Classic good guy would be
Enrique. He doesn't know any good jokes.
No jokes, D. He's not funny. Get him out of there.
You said A tier. No, he's very silly. He's very silly. You said A tier though.
I guess I said B.
B at first. So we have kind of a mix. We have 2 B's, 2 A's, and an S.
I would like to change mine to an A. I don't want to be the only one pulling for this guy.
So your type. No, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find Himmel. There's a part where it looks like anyway, and a lot of people interpret it as so. And this is like to a T, the tragic love kind of thing that you were describing before.
But
people love to point out
the same rank as you.
People love to point out. I know, but it's not about what I think. I'm trying to get you to speak up for your own thoughts. But this people will talk about like, oh, in the clock tower in the back, it's showing that the only thing that separates them is time, and it's sad, and you love it. I know you love that. Anyway, okay, so it seems like so we had technically, I guess, 3 A's and 2 B's. So it seems like more.
C.
What? No, Sean, you don't get to. C is Genu, by the way. Who?
I said C already.
I thought you said B before. Did you say C? I'm sorry.
I said B, and then I said, wait, did I give Stark B? Never mind. Change it to C.
And then I said, do you mean more like low A because Boston and Lmen are there? And you're like, yeah, he's behind them. So.
Oh, I thought you were talking about C.
It's C.
Okay, you know what? We'll go through this later, but right now he is in B overall. He's high B overall. Okay, now I said we would get to for those who come after. So we'll go ahead and show now Gustav. Enrique.
Gustav.
Enrique.
Yes. I would put him in either S or high A tier because I loved him. He was really cool.
Yeah.
And
no spoilers for Expedition 33.
Top secret. Well, so he treats his family and friends like at a high standard. He'll do anything for them. And his motivation is really good, almost as high as Lacon's motivation. So I would, I'll put him in S. Put him in S.
And he's voiced by Daredevil.
So. Yeah, he's voiced by Charlie Cox. What? Sean, what about for you?
I'm a similar boat. I don't think he quite cracks S tier for me because S tier is Lloyd and Roy Mustang, but he's high A. I would say high A.
Yeah.
For the same reasons. He very protective of his sister-like person in his life. So yeah.
I also would say high A for him because he really cares about other people so completely and fully. And he pretty much always puts other people before himself. He's a good leader, but I really appreciate when stories show the struggle, and you absolutely see the struggle for him. And he's lost so much, but he still basically like puts on a brave and comforting face for other people who need it. I mean, I don't know. I talk about him. I'm like, he's kind of. I feel like he's more. If I were to say objectively, I would say he's like objectively S. But I think he leans a little sad boy, which I think maybe is what brings him down to A for me. I'm like, I get why he's sad. I'm not saying it's bad for him to be sad. I just mean like his general behavior and way of being. Like I'm more of a Lune person. Lune's a girl, a lady. But like Lune's vibe is more my vibe, you know? But I would say really high A. He's great. Now, Expedition 33, not as familiar for Sarah and Christy. But based off of what you've heard, and also, I guess, the thirsting, where would you place that character? Sarah, what do you think?
He looks a little too real for my tastes.
I prefer my men to look like cartoons.
They need to be lines. He sounds fine, but I don't know him. So
Sure, the first one that you don't know.
So I'm gonna say B.
Okay. Christy, are you kind of reverting to like a neutral B, or do you think from what you've heard he sounds A? There is a tragic love story involved.
I love how everyone's getting quotes this time.
Thank you, Sean, for keeping track. He looks a little too real for my taste.
I do like a sad boy, to be honest. He has a bit of an Aragorn look going on.
Oh yeah, nice.
Which I'm into.
With that. You haven't seen him with his baguette.
There's a baguette.
Wait.
Sarah was like, does a baguette change your answer?
33. Gustav baguette. Let me see.
Is baguette a euphemism?
They all get baguette outfits. Like all of them can have a baguette outfit. Let me pull up his. Oh, they put the silly hat on him and everything. Hold on. Share screen. Gustav. Okay, look at this.
Oh my god.
Okay, he kind of looks like what Edward now.
Look at the baguette, though. Look at that baguette. By the way, when I said Lune's more my vibe, that's Lune.
Ooh,
she's
I'm into
awesome. That. I know we're not talking about her today, though. She will come up in the waifu for sure, though. But anyway,
Lune.
The baguette brought him down for me because he
was looking up
to Edward. He looked like Robert Pattinson.
He does look like Robert Pattinson.
He does. Sean thought he looked like Robert Pattinson.
Oh, okay, yeah. B.
Let me see him again.
B for baguette.
Hold on.
Oh, he does look like Robert Pattinson.
I thought for sure it would be Robert Pattinson voicing him. Then it's Charlie Cox's voice, and I was like, "What are we doing here? I don't even understand."
Okay, so we had a bunch of really high A's and then some B's. So A, he averages out to A. Then, he's a good character. Now, okay, this next one. Let's see. I got to find somebody who. Oh, I know. We got to talk about Howl. But Sean, you take over for a little bit because I have to use the restroom.
All right, everyone, let's talk about Howl. I'll go first. Howl sucks, man. I don't get it. Like, he's fine. He's a little too like eccentric, I think, for my taste. I'm gonna say B. You know, he doesn't suck. I don't mean that. I just don't get it. I feel like everyone else loves Howl. I don't get it. But he turns into a bird, and that's cool.
Is that why you don't like him? Because he turns into a bird and not a...
No, that's one of his better aspects, is him turning into a bird. Let's hear from Chrissy. She's
going to stay S.
See, I used to be like a diehard Howl fangirl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I used to love him. Like, when he appeared on screen, I would just like be falling all over myself. But since rewatching Howl's Moving Castle, I don't know. Like, I feel like my love for Howl has like depleted a little bit. So he's not like S tier for me anymore. But I think he's still A.
Now I have a question for you. It's probably a silly question. I've only ever, I think, watched it in English with who Who voices
Was
him?
it Christian Bale?
Yeah. Is it better in Japanese? Because Christian Bale, I feel like, is such a weird choice. I don't like it.
I do like his voice in Japanese.
Okay,
It's a very like beautiful man voice.
Okay, maybe I need to rewatch it in Japanese.
Yeah.
Sarah,
I
what are your thoughts?
agree that I like him less than I used to.
Wow.
But I do still love how pretty he is. And like his whole like aesthetic of his like items.
Like of his items? Of his moving castle?
Yeah. Like his bedroom. Like it looks so cool. So I think I'd also have to say A.
Okay. 1 B and 2 A's. Enrique, how are we feeling about Howl and his moving castle and his items?
His items were all right. I mean, I wasn't wowed by his items. His room did look cool. I agree with that. I would also say I'd go with B.
Okay, we got 2 B's.
Isn't for me.
The men have voted B. The women have voted A after reflection over the years. And we'll come to L. How do we feel about Howl, his moving castle, and his items?
I think Howl is either very high B or very low A. I think I lean toward B, though.
All right.
He's not really my taste in men.
Now, Sophie's cool.
Yeah, Sophie's the best.
For another day.
So you said there were 3 B's and 2 A's?
3 B's and 2 A's.
Okay.
B for Howl feels wrong.
He's high B though. I'll show the tier ranking later. We won't do it as we go because then this way we'll be like, I'm not sure about this. All right, I need some Enrique rage right now. So we've got Kefrey. Now, Enrique, you may go first, and you cannot give spoilers, so that's what's tough.
Okay.
Okay.
Z all the way down.
There's no Z tier, but
I have to trust my husband. I do not trust that man. No spoilers at all. I do not trust that man.
Okay.
Nope. That's it. That's all I gotta say. It was spoiler free. Do not like him. Hate him. He's Z. Or I guess
that's actually a really good point. Trust is a really that's a big key thing. And
trust, and according to you, how much money they have.
It all comes together.
He's broke, no?
Kefrey?
Do they have money? Does he? Yeah.
I don't know.
He has property.
I think that's a good way to put it. He has an atelier that he teaches out of.
Yeah, but that one guy has a shack that he taught his adopted daughter, and Sean didn't like that.
I mean, the shack looks pretty rough, man. The atelier looks kind of cute.
The atelier is a little nicer.
Yeah, this is a kitchen.
They even have a whole side series called Witch Hat Atelier Kitchen, right? That's what it's called, and they just make food. Okay, Sarah, you I think said you were ready to argue about Kefrey, right?
Yeah, but not with facts, just with my feelings.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I love him. Him and his his girls that he has. His like daughter-like girls. He's very sweet to them, very protective. He has a husband.
He basically does.
Who he loves very much. I mean, in the kitchen, in Witch Hat Atelier kitchen, all they do is cook for each other. And Kefrey is like, well, he's had a long night. Let me like stay up late and make him like food so when he wakes up, he has food. It's like,
yeah, that's pretty cute.
And he's also hot.
Yeah, Kefrey, I feel like it's the character that prompted the "is he hot?" Which then Sean was like, he'd be like if a kindergarten teacher protected his students, and I was like, that's not bad. You're saying that like it's a bad thing. So I know, Christy, you don't know this character as well as the rest of us do. But if you had to tier rank Kefrey,
wait, what rank did Sarah give?
I didn't say, but I'll go with A.
Okay. So I have read the first volume of Witch Hat, so I have been exposed to what's his name?
we say Kefrey. It's not clear.
Kefrey.
I think so.
Okay. So to Enrique's point about him not trusting that man, but I'm like, that makes it hot though.
Okay. I'm concerned about your relationship. I'm gonna use the he's creepy, he's greasy, but I'm not so sure anymore.
And Sarah brings up great points. I would love a man who stays up to cook for me because he knows I've been working late, which I do, but this is 2D lines, which is different, which makes it better. I'll go with A.
Nice. Sean?
Enrique's point about trust is really stuck with me. I wasn't a huge Kefrey fan anyways, in terms of husbando material. I think he's a good character. He can be a well-written character and not be a good husbando. He's kind of like Howl, where I look at him and I go, I don't really get it. I don't get the hotness aspect. There is no thirst for me within me for Kefrey. They're like 0%. So I'm gonna say B.
Okay. I think for me he is probably like low A. I love this character. I don't disagree with he can be a really great character, but maybe not necessarily husbando. But the whole thirst factor of it all, I think part of it is that I find him more so later because of the when he's really fighting to protect other people. But a little bit I'm like, but it's kind of good that most of the time he's soft and gentle and considerate, and then other times, and you know what, Enrique, for all of your I don't know if I can trust him stuff, he is trying to he's like a one-man army trying to defy the things that are a problem in his society. And it's society's fault that he has to take the steps that he has to take. So okay.
We'll have this discussion afterwards. I don't want to spoil it for people.
Yeah, so we have a B and then 3 A's and a D.
I said all the way down, so Z. He's not.
No, D is the lowest. D is the lowest.
If you take into account Enrique's Z, I think that puts him around an M. Is that right?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is currently, because we had 3 A's, a B, and a D. He is kind of middle B right now. Currently. Okay, but you know what, Enrique? How about this? Okay. Oluio. You and Sean both can start thirsting after Oluio because I know that both of you love him. And also that's a really cool shot of Oluio.
It really is.
Speak up for your man, Enrique.
He's amazing. He's awesome. He's I would say A.
Okay.
I'll put him in A tier. I genuinely love this man. He's awesome. He's cool. The goatee is what really sold me. And
I really like at one point when he shaves it and they're all like, "Who are you?" All the little girls.
Yeah. I would trust him more than as a husbando than the other loser. So
he is very trustworthy. I definitely think that, which I know that brings it down for Christy. But Sean, I think you're munching on chips and salsa. But if you can take a moment to tell us your thoughts on Oluio.
Big fan of Oluio. Love the goatee. Definitely hot. And he's an inventor. I feel like if I was complaining about something like, playing volleyball, I threw my back out. He'd be like, let me invent some sort of magical thing to make your back feel better. And I'd be like, hey, thanks, man. And then it'd be nice.
You would call your husband, thanks, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're so straight that even impersonating a relationship with a guy, you still are like, definitely of the two of us, you are the straight.
Quote that,
okay.
Sean. Quote that.
Sarah, what about for you?
I think I would put him in lower A, lower than Kefrey for me. And I don't have anything to back that up. I don't know.
Just once again, just your feelings.
Yes.
You have to speak from the heart. I love Oluio and Kefrey, and that's why when the joke is like, are they in love? Are they together? And a little bit, I'm like, they would be really cute. I really want them. I mean, they're also really cute as potentially just best friends, but it's kind of, I don't know. They seem sort of in love with each other. But Oluio also is super cute with the kids. He seems a little gruff at first, and then he's actually a huge softie. And he's just trying to, because if you don't know, Christy, because I don't think you know this character just yet, essentially his position in their society is they have characters that are meant to check in on the ateliers and make sure that all the children are being treated fairly and that there's nothing happening that needs to be reported. So he's almost like a social worker in a sense. But that's basically his job, is to make sure everybody is okay. And he, I think, really cares about that job. He also is genuinely a really good guy. As Sean also stated, he's very much an inventor. He's creative. And I think he pushes the kids in his own way. Like Kefrey does feel, I think, kind of like what Sean's described in the past, kind of kindergarten teacher. Oluio just feels kind of like really cool uncle. He's really sweet. I mean, I like him and Kefrey, I think, for my own personal taste. And not necessarily, I don't even know if as a character, but just like my taste, I think Oluio is a little bit more my taste. But once again, he's A tier, I would say. So Christy, what about for you?
I need to see the picture again.
Okay. He does look pretty cool there.
I was gonna say he looks kind of greasy.
You know what? He might be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
He might be a little bit.
Which I'm like, okay, I can work with that.
He can be. He works himself to exhaustion. So I could see him not necessarily being like proper when he's eating, because he's just he looks really grumpy here, and I kind of really like it. I'm gonna share this because I really like this shot of him. You look how grumpy he looks right there. It's great. Here's another shot of him. Oh, it's kind of cut off. He looks grumpy here too.
Ooh, okay, that one looks nice.
It's really tiny. Sorry, I should have made the screen bigger, but anyway.
When I get to his character in Witch Hat, I'm trying to, you know how you were talking about, you think about your future self in terms of like hair and stuff. I'm like, my future self in terms of things that I will experience one day. Especially if I will ship him with Kefrey, I would give him an A.
Okay. I think that's
but
fair.
only if I end up shipping it.
Okay, next character. Now we're going into some arcane characters. Before we were not as familiar with these characters, and now we are. We're gonna start with Victor. I'm hopping out for just a second, and then I'll hop back in. But Victor, Sean, you give your thoughts first. Okay, Sean, don't give your thoughts.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Quick drink. All right, Victor. I like him. Goes a little crazy though. I mean, but
goes a little crazy.
Goes a little crazy. I don't know. This one's hard for me. I like the guy. Thirst factor not really there for me, but it's not 0%. Let's say it's like 50. Good heart. Smart guy. I'm going to say B. Enrique.
There's no thirst level for me. There's 0. He has a cool. I always like the design they give him, but I'm like, he's not 0% thirst. I don't think he would make a good husbando though. As much of a good heart that he has, I'm like, no husbando. So I'll give him a C.
I think I've mentioned this before, at least to Christy and Sarah, but I don't know if I told you, Enrique. There was somebody who posted what Victor looked like at the very beginning when you're first introduced to him, and then later in season 1. And someone posted that, and they're like, the glow up. And then someone replied, they're like, girl, he's dying. He's like sickly. I don't know what that person was thinking. Anyway, Christy, did you get the chance to give your thoughts?
You're like, I don't know what that person was thinking. And in my head, I'm like, is that person me? Okay. I have conflicting feelings about Victor because I love Victor season 1, but then I don't really like him season 2. Like season 2 Victor is kind of low for me because I don't like where his arc goes, to be very honest. But I do enjoy the sickly Victorian boy thing he had going for him. Overall,
sickly Victorian boy, don't love his arc.
they got equal weight. I love him as a boyfriend to Jayce. I love him for him. So for me, I'll put him in B.
Sean, you don't have to.
S tier character though. S tier character.
What did Sean say? What tier did you say?
I said B.
Okay, so all 3 have been Bs.
Enrique was a C, right?
I see. Yeah, I said C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Sarah?
This one's hard. Well, I think what's hard about this, and what was hard about Kefrey and Oluio, and what was hard about Erwin and Levi, is that they already have a husband. Like, I don't need to be involved in this. So,
Victor might not be that into you, is what you're saying.
So I like him. I do think he, in season 2, looks very pretty. Well, some of season 2. And I do like how smart he is, and he can be kind of goofy too, which I like. I'm gonna have to go B tier also.
Okay. I love him as a character. I don't even know if he... I think he might be C for husbando, though. Especially knowing where things go for him. I'm kind of like, I don't think so. Yeah, I think C. I mean, almost. I love him as a character. And if we're just talking season 1, maybe, but he's not as well. I think I just am gonna stick with C for reasons that are spoilery. But so we had 2 C's and 3 B's, correct? So I think that puts him at the end of B currently. Mm-hmm. All right, we talked about an arcane character. Let's stick with arcane characters for a little bit. Next up, we have Jayce. I'm perfectly happy to say this man is D tier for me. I can't stand him. The beard helped, and then he opened his mouth, and that kind of brought it back down. So, I mean, like, even
can I say something?
Please.
Jayce, if he was around today, would have like a bro podcast, and that's like immediate like D tier for me.
Talking about ice baths.
Yeah. Exactly. He would be like talking about, his workout and ice baths, and
he would know what he's talking about, to be fair, but he would be annoying.
And maybe some nutrition shakes. He'd be sponsored by some supplements. So yeah, he's D for me as well.
To be fair, I also think he would be saying all that, but he's some kind of like actual brilliant engineer or something. Like, I don't want to take away He is
maybe he'd be
brilliant.
one of those guys trying to live forever, one of those tech bros who's
That's
like,
perfect.
yeah,
yes.
and you're just like, dude, you're gonna die though.
And he would want what he's talking about to be used to cure people, but instead it's just being used to make like rich people stay alive forever or something. And yeah, that's perfect. That's a great way to describe him. So sorry, does that mean he's bottom, like very bottom tier for you? Okay. I have to laugh. I can't give away spoilers, but like the arcs for him and Victor and what they're doing, it's kind of funny that we're like, Victor's still a little higher given the state of things. But okay, so we've gotten ours out. Sarah, what about for you?
I think I do completely agree with you. The beard helped, and then he talked.
Yeah.
I love this picture specifically, how like dirty he is.
Yeah, it's so funny to me that like immediately people were like, oh, maybe I like this guy now. Yeah, not to get into internet stupidity, but when people will say things like women are catfishing with makeup or whatever, stuff like that, and I'm like, Jayce kind of with that beard. Okay, so does that mean he's bottom tier for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Enrique, what about for you? Wait, I forget. I'm so sorry. Did you see season 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I also give him a D. I never liked him as a character to begin with, honestly. And your guys' description of him being what was it? The nerdy jock, basically, with his broken down podcast and everything. I'm like, that fits him with that photo. Perfectly. And I'm just like, yeah, he'll sit in D. He would not make a good husband.
My mom, her and I would not say have the same taste in men necessarily. But when she watched season 1 of Arcane, she was like, he's such a weenie. So my mom's like, I can't stand that guy. And I was like, you're not alone. and like, I feel like physically he's closer to her type, but she couldn't stand his personality. And Christy, I don't think you're outside of the rest of us here.
Okay, don't freak out. I know I said I love a desperate, pathetic, loser version of a man, but there's a certain flavor of desperate, pathetic, loser version that doesn't do it for me, and Jayce is that flavor. I hate Jayce. Okay, have you guys seen Modern Family?
Yeah.
Okay, you know that episode where let's not forget, like, he also has no convictions, right? Like, there's that episode where Phil is trying to figure out why Claire is so mad at him, and he could not for the life of him figure it out. And then he was like going through all of these scenarios, like, could it be this, could it be that? Like, no, when he did this or when he said that, like, she wasn't freaking out yet. It was when he said one specific thing. And Jayce, I feel like, is exactly the type of guy who would, like, you would tell him, okay, it was about spoilers for that Modern Family episode, but if you tell him how good like wedge salad is, and he would just be like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then, like, no matter how many times you tell him, he doesn't listen. As soon as he hears it from someone else, they're like, wedge salad is really good. He'll come back to you and be like, oh my god, wedge salad is the best invention ever.
I have never felt closer to you because I know exactly what you're talking about. And everybody loves, this isn't, he's not being tier ranked right now, but everybody loves Phil. And I'm just like, I don't like I'm like, Claire could have done so much better for stuff like that. That's a perfect example.
D tier.
Yeah, I feel bad because I know some people like him. Okay, I do have to add, the only other person in D tier is Yuri. So I think he's maybe above Yuri. Is that fair? He's not in love with any family members, as far as I know. He is trying to save the world. He's trying to do things for the greater good, maybe not necessarily for, the love of his sister. Well, we have 2 more Arcane characters, and I'm so happy because everybody knows who these characters are this go around. And Christy, would you like to tell us all about how your mind changed about Silco? Remember last year when you were like, I don't know. And then this year, I know you feel differently.
I believe my exact words were, I would like this man far, far away from me. I will gladly eat my words that I said in that moment. Because this man he's like Lacon for me, right? Like just the way he looks. And like his dedication and
to crime.
To equality.
Exactly. You know, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. And then the voice.
The voice is really good.
The voice is everything.
So he's S tier for you.
Oh yeah, S tier. I would marry him.
I'm very impressed right now because I feel like Sean's statement earlier of I would love to live in your head for a day. I feel like I'm watching him continue to have that thought. Sean, what about for you? Where's Silco rank for you?
I don't get it. You know, he's kind of like terrible. You know, like
great character.
Didn't do Jinx any favors. I mean, I know like it's like, oh, like he was like her dad, but I'm like, also, you know, he used her as like a hitman basically. So, you know, not exactly like a good relationship. I would not want him around children ever. So that kind of, you know, not great for a husbando. If you're like, don't be around the kids, you might bring them into your crime family.
But he would let them be who they are, you know, follow their true self.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, no, and not husbando material for me. I'm gonna go D tier.
Wow, our first, like really, I feel like complete difference. Sarah.
I like Silco, and I do think he has qualities about him that I like. Like one example was even just a small detail is like he has like a thing on his desk that Jinx made him, which like he kept that.
That outweighs all the bad stuff. Yeah.
I do not like his eye thing because I don't like eye stuff, so that freaks me out a little bit.
I'm into it.
So I think that lands him in like high B for me.
High B? Oh my god.
That might be where he ends up because I feel like we have these extreme feelings right now. Enrique, you love Dracula, and I feel like Silco has some Dracula vibes.
No, not really, because I agree with Sean.
Enrique's like, let me tell you about Dracula.
Have you heard about Dracula and how great he is? Like, he burned down a whole village for his wife. That's here.
A little more than that, I would say.
This guy, as a character, he's good. As a father figure, questionable. As a husband, no. He would not make a good husbando. I gotta agree with Sean. Put him in.
Why would he not make a good husband?
One, crime. He's gonna throw you under the bus if he gets like cornered like a rat. He even looks like a rat. He was about to, whether he was really gonna give up Jinx or not, he thought about it. And no. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, geez. No. Yeah, not a good husbando. So D.
I mean, okay. I'm looking at, he doesn't have like weird incestual love like Yuri. He doesn't bother me like Jayce, even though maybe, well, Jayce, it's tough. Then this is why Arcane's so good, because Jayce is trying to do good, but has a view of people like, quote, at the bottom, whereas he is trying to like rise up from where he's at, and thus it's like so much easier for people to view him negatively when he's just fighting kind of for like the entire Undercity. It's like in I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it's like in Christopher Nolan's Batman, where they asked, like, is the Joker actually the real hero because of the way that he kind of did get all of the people that were causing a lot of problems in Gotham, you know, like that whole thing. I feel like he kind of has that, which is why he's a great villain, but he's also not like the best when it comes to being a dad, but he does really love you know, he's got his one person that he's really protective of. And I agree that he didn't do the best job at all, but he did.
Understatement.
About them.
Hey, raising kids is hard.
I just okay, but to be fair, we also, knowing everything about Victor, he still ended up in the middle of this tier ranking, and I would say arguably weirdly, I kind of think Silco maybe is doing things for ultimately the greater good at the end of the day, even though his ways of getting that are not the best.
Whatever makes you sleep well at night.
I might have to put him in C tier.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't even remember what I said last year. I don't know. He's a great character. Also, okay, Christy, this isn't a shocker. He's like a crime boss who doesn't care about anybody else's kids, mind you.
Yeah, but I don't need him to care about anyone else's kids, just mine and me.
That's why I thought it'd be higher for Enrique, because I feel like that's kind of what is appealing to Enrique about Dracula, but I obviously was wrong. Okay, so we
just don't understand Dracula. I mean,
we had a D
You guys don't understand Silco. But see, I can't even
don't.
defend him from a moral standpoint.
Yeah, I want to be able to defend my husband from a moral standpoint, I think. So we have S tier for Christy.
Spouses cannot testify against each other.
Okay, we have S tier from Christy, D tier from Sean, B tier from Sarah, and I said C. And what was yours again, Enrique?
D.
D. Yeah.
I
D
think
tier,
that
yeah.
means, I mean, like high C, very end of. We have a lot of people in B. I think it kind of looks like he's joining Ginu in C. I'm sorry to say, Christy. I told you should save that one about getting to decide. I told you, you didn't listen. Okay, next up. This one is going to be interesting because this is a character we don't get a ton of, and that would be the Emperor from Apothecary Diaries.
Kyle.
Guy seems pretty cool.
Kyle.
Kind of funny. Emperor Kyle, as we say. Yeah. He seems pretty cool. He seems pretty funny. He seems like he does actually care about being a decent person and a decent ruler. But he's
might be a sex fiend, though.
As Mao puts it, yeah. But
We're
you
not
know,
sure.
if you're married to him, and he does have a lot of ladies, so I wouldn't love that. He does kind of seem like he enjoys his partner's enjoyment, though. So, Christy, why don't you kick this one off?
Oh, he's D tier for me.
D?
What? You guys are shocked? Like he has all of these wives. Okay, I've never watched Sister Wives, so I don't know what all that's about. But like he's okay with his wives like scheming against each other and like poisoning each other.
Is he okay with it? I don't know if he's okay with it.
Well, he's got to know about it. Like everyone, it's like an open secret that you know all the inner workings of the rear palace and all the politics. And yeah, the fact that okay, polyamory is great for people who are into it, but I need my partner for me.
That's fair.
So not husbando material for me.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's what? What were we about to say?
Oh, he's a little too okay.
Uh-oh. I was going to take a drink. I have a feeling I should not.
No. It's not bad. Okay. It's the fact that he's like a little too, you know, sex crazy, and he does he does it so often, but then like he barely has any children. Like, what's up with that? You know?
Are you trying to imply that he doesn't know what specific acts to do to produce more children, or are you saying does when he selfishly chooses not always to do this. Like, what? Wait, what are you? Or are you saying he's got like low motility?
You know, we don't know the real reason. and also,
harsh thing to say.
his wives, right? They're usually very innocent. They probably never, so they probably don't know what the right way is. Only the 4 have been educated.
That's true. Only the 4 were allowed in Mao Mao's lecture. That's true. I'm gonna defend him for half a second to say I think that he tries to keep the women from being poisoned. I think that's why he has so many people looking in on it. Okay, so Sarah had quite the expression on her face when you said D tier. So Sarah,
I like him.
yeah.
He has a very good beard, according to Mao Mao. He seems pretty chill. He doesn't seem like he wants to like punish people very often. Like Mao Mao's always worried he's gonna punish her for anything, and he's like, no, like here you can do me more favors. Like, whatever his issue with not having kids is fine with me because I don't want kids, so we're good with that. Like, I don't know. I like him. I would put him in B tier probably. Because like
you got a lot in B. Would you say high, middle, or low?
Probably high because I was thinking about the whole rear palace situation, and that is kind of like a.
I was thinking that.
Turn off.
That is like kind of a system that he was forced into, but he's also the emperor, so he could change that if he didn't like it. But then also he does need to produce heirs, so it's complicated.
I think if he got to live outside of the restrictions of his society, I think he probably would want his one true love. His one true love is very cool, but we're not talking about that. So you said, I'm so sorry. Did you say high B?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean, what do you think?
He's kind of just as normal as you can be for being an emperor. I'm kind of the same way. I don't have any strong bad feelings about him. He does have a good beard. He seems nice. You know, as long as he gives me a ring before he comes over, you know, when he's visiting, you know, I don't want him just like appear.
He's got to buy you dinner first.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He just shows up in your rooms and you're like, you're forced to serve him.
I don't like that. So I was gonna say B, but that scared me. So I'm gonna say C now.
Okay, we know some wives like love him or whatever, but like you don't get a choice.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, am I the prize concubine in this scenario?
No, you're not.
And so you said C?
Yeah, I think C.
High B, C, D. Okay, Enrique, where you fall?
C. I do like his beard, but I'm not a big fan of polygamy. So I would also want my husband to be focused on me, not the horrors in the rear palace. So I would say C. Oh, I apologize. The ladies in waiting in the rear palace. I would not.
You were the jealous consort in you took over.
Just came out.
Yeah. I apologize. I don't know where that came from.
You would not win the emperor's favor with that attitude, sir.
If I'm the wife, I wouldn't need to because we're married.
You want to be the empress,
right?
Is what you're saying.
Yeah, you want to be.
Well, this is a husbando. Yeah,
that's true.
True,
right?
True.
Yeah, so already married to him. Why does he need the rear palace? So you know what? I changed my answer. I'm going to D.
Okay.
He's going to D.
I liked watching you talk yourself into that. Wait, I should be number one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think he seems cool as a person. He seems cool. The whole like being with other women, that's tough. That's not really for me. So I don't think I would like that. I do think in his dream scenario, he would not be forced into this situation. And I don't think it's as easy as he just gets to decide, because I think a lot of other people, I think you have the potential for a lot of chaos if that happens.
But keep in mind how enthusiastic he is about,
as now
one woman is not enough for him.
If the situation presents itself, why not take advantage of it?
I mean, as a person, he seems cool. I think as a person, I'd be like B tier, but I don't really love the extra ladies, so it might be C for me. I think it averages out to C here, if we think that that's fair. But below Silco for you because you gave him S. That makes you feel better. Okay, next up, returning to Arcane. We have a character that before nobody would listen to me, but we have Vander, and Vander is awesome, and he is very protective, and he is real chill, and he tries to take care of his own, and he also has a great voice. I don't know. I think he might be at the very least high S, or high A, if not S.
At the very least high S.
Yeah, sorry. At the very least high A, if not maybe S tier. I think he's pretty great. Sean, what do you think? As you eat, sorry. Excuse me, I'm the host. I'm managing the screen.
I think he's cool. I think he's nice. Raise those kids well.
Yeah, you've seen this more than once, and you're like, I think he seems cool.
You know what I do appreciate? He seems cool. He seems nice.
Yeah, okay, thanks for that really insightful assessment.
I would say he probably belongs in A tier. Like, as far as like all the people we've looked at, he's probably one of the nicest, most protective, most likely to actually be a good spouse. He's probably up there. So yeah, A.
Yeah.
He's not hard on the eyes,
Yeah. He was my mom's favorite, if that counts for anything. She was like, I like him.
Does not surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's when we were talking about before, he's kind of like the classic good guy, but then also is quite stereotypically like masculine too at the same time. Yeah, he's great. So Sarah, how does Vander rank for you?
I like his personality. But like, he's just not my type.
Fair. That's fair.
And I don't particularly love his living accommodations.
Wow, this is getting to be shallow. I didn't realize all my friends cared about just the money and material things.
Sorry.
Well, it's like he lives under a bar, like sometimes we all sleep, I like sleep.
It's not how I envision my life. So I would say, yes.
You know who can help make that better? Silco, because that's what he's fighting for.
I'm gonna say
I was saying the same thing.
I gotta pick a letter.
That's true, you do.
I'm gonna say C.
Can we come back to you? How dare you? Wow. Shallow. I can't believe it. That's the most shocked I've been. I said at the very least high A, if not S, after I got done with my verbal typo. And then Sean says high A, and you're over here at such a low ranking. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Christy's not going to make it better. I can just feel it.
You never know.
Okay, surprise me then.
Okay. okay. But I will be honest. Visually, Vander doesn't do it for me, but I do love his personality, and I love the way he takes care of the kids. He is a great guy. And you know that if you marry him and you have kids with him, he's going to discipline them properly. He's going to be there co-parenting with you every step of the way. He's not one of those dads who is like, okay, don't tell mom, but like, I'm the cool, fun dad and I'll give you this, you know? So that gives him extra points for me. So I say he is a low A, high B.
Okay.
I'm leaning more towards
the litmus test for this is if you like Monica and Richard on Friends, then you would like Vander. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's a little bit of an age gap with how old is Vander?
I don't know.
I assume he's like in his late 30s.
He's in his late 30s?
I don't know.
Then forget
How
what I
old is
said.
he? I don't know.
I don't know.
He is. How old is
Yeah, how old is
Vander
he? I don't know. He
in
seems.
Arcane? Says he's 44 or 45.
Oh, okay. I can. Yeah. I don't know. It's just
I
because
do like Tom Selleck.
I guess that's
character
what
of
I'm saying. Yeah.
Richard.
Yeah.
He reminds you of Tom Selleck, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's a Tom Selleck type.
Kind of an old school vibe. Okay, so wait, what was you said high B or maybe A? Is that what you said?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I was
Enrique.
leaning more towards an A, but we'll see how
Okay.
the discussion goes.
Enrique.
He seems cool. He seems nice. I'll give him an A. I did
what
like
a
him.
really thoughtful answer.
Enrique took my answer.
Yeah.
He's a good husbando. And
That's the tier ranking.
living-
Wait, I don't understand.
He lives under a bar. That's what sold me. As soon as you guys said that, I was like, does he live under a bar? Because that
His
would be
own bar. It's his
great.
own business,
Yeah.
Sarah.
free drinks
He's a
for
business
life
owner.
right there. So
Yeah.
I'll put him in A. He seems cool. He seems nice.
He seems nice.
Sean, you should also
Yeah.
add to the list of quotes. You should add he lives under a bar. That brings him up. Or no, that's what sold me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like we have ultimately landed on like the top of B. Does that seem
sounds
right
great.
after all of
Yeah.
our okay.
All I learned is Sarah doesn't like cool, nice people.
Yeah, really.
Or yeah.
Okay. Ekko. Let's talk about Ekko. Ekko is awesome. He's great. He's heroic. He's got style. He's got flair.
He does
He
have
cares
style.
about other people. He's
And he
compassionate.
can surf in the air.
Yeah, he's awesome. He is a little young. So I'm once again kind of thinking about his Bondo potential, which he's got a ton, especially when we see him in season 2. So I feel like A. Ekko is A tier, I think. Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, I got nothing to say in addition. I say A tier. And also he could like wait, I can't say that. Never mind. Yeah, he seems like A tier. I like
He could if he says something he's like I you know what, I take that back.
exactly.
Yeah.
I take that back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He could potentially fall on that as a crutch. Maybe he should think before he talks. But no, he's cool. He's great. So we both think A.
I think A.
Okay. Sarah, are you going to disappoint me again? Is he not rich enough for you?
Yeah, he lives in that like treehouse or something. You know, I don't know.
The treehouse is actually pretty cool.
It actually is pretty cool.
So that brings it up, I think.
Also, he's got potential. He's an inventor. He can
Yeah.
make the money.
Yes, he can. That's good. He also seems cool and nice. I would say probably low A tier because I can see the potential there.
You're redeeming yourself in my eyes. Enrique, we're going to have Christy go last year. What do you think of Ekko? Really cool.
He seems cool. He seems nice.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You can't keep doing
didn't-
this.
You should title this video. He seems cool. He seems
Yes.
nice.
But does he have money?
Does he have? How tall is he?
Oh, he seems pretty short, which we said apparently you liked, right? How tall is Ekko?
I'll put him in B
5'6".
tier. 5'6", a little too tall. B tier is where he'll stay.
Okay, B tier.
Yeah.
So we have 3 A's, a B, and then Christy. What do you think?
I love Ekko.
Yeah.
I would date Ekko. Oh,
yeah, that's a good
A tier. Final answer.
He's the only one that I think you have given the description that you would date them, which I don't know what that says.
Silco.
Okay.
She would marry Silco and stab him in the eye so he could get high.
All right. I don't know if we're all ready for this next contender. The Quack Doctor. I mean, look at his he's so proud of his mustache.
Sweet guy. You know, we could play pickleball together or something, you know.
He would probably not be very good.
That's what pickleball is for. Bringing together people who aren't very good, you know? And but I'd say probably C tier, you know. The spark isn't there for me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's also not very skilled. He could tell you about paper. You could eat some snacks together and gossip.
We live in a paperless society now. Everything's online. So it's kind of
That's
obsolete.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. You know what? I'm not this kind of lady, but if I was I just want to drink my wine and gossip kind of person, he's the perfect husband for that. Enrique, I want to know what you think of the Quack Doctor. Sean said C tier because the spark isn't there. Where would you place him, Enrique?
He has a nice heart. Honestly, he has a decent beard, decent hair. Would I take him to play pickleball? Probably not. I would want someone taller on my team to be able to hit the ball as hard as I can. Not the paper thing. It's what's the main issue. How would he provide income for us if he's not a good doctor?
I would put him in privilege. You know, he just has the position anyway.
That's true.
Until he gets sued.
I would say high C.
High C. Okay, so we have 2 for C.
Spouses cannot testify against each other. Just remember that.
Christy, where would you put him?
You know, he's a himbo. I like that. I like that in a man. But okay, I would say C as well because he doesn't disgust me like Jayce and the Emperor.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say it. He seems cool. He seems nice. Give him a C.
Okay. It's the most cohesion. Sarah, where would you
I'm also going to give him a C. Because husbando level, no. But as maybe a cool uncle or something. He seems very nice. And I would like spending time with him, just not as my spouse.
He'd be a really good, if you're an auntie, you know, he's right there with you. He's kind of an auntie. He's very sweet. If I don't know though. I think his timidness would maybe irritate me a little bit, but he's very, very sweet. I also think he's gay, so I don't think he would be into me at all. And I would prefer my husband to like me. He definitely would be looking at Ginshi all the time, and I'd be like, "Hey, man, I'm right here." But also, I get it. I think that would be what I would think. But
man, that rules out half the people on this list because we're they're already married to each other.
I know. It makes it kind of difficult. Okay, next up, we've got some good ones remaining, so this is going to be tough. We have Clive Rosfield, who I think at this point still only me and Sean know about this character. obviously the dark-haired one. The other one is a child in this picture. Clive is obviously top tier for me. For every reason you can list off. He is very protective. He cares about his family. He cares about the greater good. He's very, very, very hardworking. He is willing to do whatever he has to do. And he also has a lot of emotions. And I'm not opposed to that.
And his body's insane.
That's true, too.
It really is.
Is really in shape. And he also has a fantastic voice. So he's kind of got it all. Sean, since you're familiar with Clive.
You know, he's like, he is all those things. His body is insane. He's got a great voice. All those things.
You said that as if it was the point I made and you were agreeing with it. Because you said he does. Yeah.
I went to get water. The last thing I heard was his body is insane. And when I came back with my water, the first thing I heard was his body is insane.
Have you seen it? But I feel like I've been really careful with my S tiers, and it's, you know, it's only been Lloyd and Levi and Roy Mustang. And I just, when I think of like the coolest people, it is Roy Mustang and Levi. And I don't think he quite gets there. Because he's a little moody.
Because I love him is what you mean to say.
No. I'm just saying Levi and Mustang and Lloyd have like a confidence about them that I don't think is present here. So I'm going to say A. Top of A, but A.
This is foolishness. Sarah?
Sorry for having an opinion, I guess. So.
Okay, when he shouts Ifrit, come to me, and then he's like awesome. He's awesome. Come on. The amount of times that I was playing, you go, man, he's so cool. That's what you said so many times while I was playing. You would go, oh, man, he's really cool.
I don't recall.
Oh, okay. Sarah, I'm sorry. I was having a lover spat.
So you presented some interesting arguments for him. I have not seen his body, but I believe you.
Let's see that body.
I'll look it up. There's a whole
Definitely
Reddit
not
thread.
a short king. I mean,
That's
I
true.
would imagine what he's like 6 something. Like he's pretty tall.
Okay. I went to type in Clive Rosfield body, and then it filled in body pillow for me. That's not what I meant. Clive Rosfield.
I kind of want to see those.
Okay, these are all like fan art of him, though. That's not what I wanted to look at.
Can I say my dream was having a Garrus body pillow? You guys remember Garrus?
I do.
So there's a whole Reddit thread said, "Am I straight if I only like women, but also Clive?" And
No.
And also, wait, this is the picture they chose to post when asking this question. And that's the picture they chose, was that torso shot. And someone said, I was going to tell you you're all good, but then I saw the picture you shared, and I got to say, man, I think you might be bi. So, one other person said, I mean, he's hot, but I don't want his parts inside me. Like, there's a lot of debate about he's like the equivalent of Vi, I feel like, for men, if that adds anything. I don't know.
Well, like I said before about somebody else, he's a little bit too real looking for me.
Gosh, sorry that I have interests besides anime, okay?
So I'm gonna go with A tier.
Christy, is he too perfect for you? Should he be more disgusting?
I fear at this point, if I give him anything lower than S, I will never get invited back.
No, you will, of course.
He could
wait, but you like a monster, right?
Oh, you got pictures?
Have you seen what he turns into?
He's a shifter.
Into Ifrit, yeah. So
giant fire monster.
Yeah, let me see if I can
I
zoom in.
historically like
I did not know that.
fire-related people.
Okay, I'm gonna share the screen.
I think
So you can
context is very
see-
important. Like, you should have led with that.
You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have talked about what a good person he is.
Wait,
That's what he turns into. Did
In
that
the back?
change things?
oh, okay.
And you can see the full body here.
Sean's really obsessed about the body.
Really obsessed.
So I gotta say, Sarah, you looked like your screen froze. You were so locked in there. So I think
Okay, I was reconsidering, but I don't think I could give a character I don't know S tier.
you
No, I think
thought
that's
it
fair.
made sense.
That's
fair.
fair.
It made sense for Christy with Himmel.
Yeah, but I'm not Christy.
Yeah, but I retracted that statement. I retracted that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so Christy, now that you've seen,
Okay, I gotta be honest with myself. Okay, I when I eventually, on my deathbed, play Final Fantasy 16, as I will do with everything else that I've promised people that I'll watch or play or read on my deathbed.
Final Fantasy 10 first.
Oh, okay. I'll know
As
that.
you near the end, you'll play Final Fantasy 10. Then when you're on the deathbed,
When I do eventually play it, I'd probably give him A.
Enrique, please save me. Please, don't leave me alone on the S tier with him.
With, I don't know. He doesn't. What are the context of him being a good husbando in the game?
He is fantastic to his lady love, and he's really great with his dog. His dog's name
Okay,
is
S
Torgal.
tier.
and you can pet
Because
him.
just because you say he's great with dog, I'll give him S tier.
wow.
Also, his
You
lady
gotta
love
have
is
a
awesome.
husbando who's good with dogs.
Enrique,
His lady
so
love is
easy
awesome.
to persuade.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Have you heard him talk about Kefrey? Nothing
That's
will
true.
sway him. Okay, I'm so upset that the two people that are at the top of A are my two S tier characters. So I thought we were celebrating my anniversary, but I guess not. I guess it's all about the rest of you.
Are you
Okay.
reconsidering? Like one of the characters be like no one else can fight you. This is your S tier character, so it has to
Well,
be an S
currently,
tier.
I was talking about how at the beginning we can only have 5 at the very top, and there are currently 5 at the very top. And
Oh,
we'll see though. We have a few more left, so we're gonna kind of speed it up so that we can then look at the full list. So the next one would be Verso from Expedition
voice
32.
actor.
Same voice actor. True. I gotta say, Verso is a very, very cool, fascinating character. Kind of terrible though when it comes to like the husbando quality. Because sometimes he kind of he decides for people how they're supposed to feel. And I get that like a lot of it's about overcoming grief and he doesn't want people to get buried in their grief. But I don't know. I feel like he also he flip-flops at times and he makes some decisions that I don't know. I don't know about this one. So I feel like he's C tier for me. Great character, but husbando, he is not. Not mine anyway. Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, he's got some family issues. He comes with a lot of baggage, and he's a pretty face, but
And he's musical.
I got it. He is musical. That is nice. I don't want to spoil the game, but I'm gonna say D tier. I just he makes some choices. That's all
Yeah.
I'll say.
Is this Expedition 33?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Enrique, no spoilers. Where would you put Verso?
No spoilers. I put him in D too.
Okay.
I didn't like him.
Damn, this guy sounds awful. Oh no.
I mean,
but he's hot.
yeah, I was waiting. This is the perfect time for your love of SpongeBob to come out.
Oh no, he's hot.
Yes. So
But I don't like a flip-flopper. I don't like Jayce.
He's not quite like, well, it's different. It's a different quality than Jayce. I don't know that it's that he's easily swayed. It's more of like he almost doesn't seem like he can decide what he feels. And the decisions he's making have huge consequences. He kind of needs to decide how he feels. If that helps.
Well, this guy sounds terrible. So just to show that I am not shallow, I will put him in D.
Okay.
Hotness
Good
does not
for
factor
you.
into it whatsoever.
Sarah, what about for you? Good job. Good job.
I have to say that I'm intrigued, but I'm still gonna put him in D tier.
So am I the only one that didn't put him in D after all that?
Shallow.
Well, because our D tier is Jayce and Yuri, and I'm like, he's kind of cooler than the two of them, in my opinion. So I guess he's top of D currently. Next up, we.
Oh. I don't know who was next.
Is Shrek on the list?
Good. It's so
Let's talk
dramatic.
Shrek, guys. Shrek
So
is
elegant.
here.
Next up, we have
Shrek
Geralt.
is S
It
tier.
cut me off. It cut me off.
Forget everyone else. Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Geralt of Rivia. Enrique.
Yes.
Where would you place Geralt?
I would probably place him in A tier. Yeah,
Okay.
A tier.
Yeah.
He'd
For
be
what qualities?
well, the beard, the hair, the attitude, just all of it.
I do
Without
think,
going into much spoilers.
yeah, he's actually really funny and witty, but he's kind of like gruff exterior type. He's smarter than a lot of the sorcerers who immediately look down at him for being a witcher. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty. However, Geralt kind of has the like divorced dad vibes. Like he's a really great dad. He's kind of on again, off again with mom. You know, that makes it tough. You know, less divorce, more like they never got married and they're like always getting back together and breaking up kind of vibes. And you're like, why can't they just be a happy family? But I still really like him. So I kind of feel like even despite that, he's A. Sean, what about for you?
I agree with all those things. I think probably low A for me. He's not really a relationship guy. He's on the road a lot. Feel like he might meet some other person, and then I'd be just left at home wondering when is he coming home, and then I would be heartbroken.
So A.
I think so, just for the cool factor. But I have to say, I think he would not be a good husbando. I mean, he might even be B for me. I'm gonna go B. Yeah.
Okay. Sarah, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I like him in general, but yeah, as a husbando, like that doesn't seem ideal.
Henry Cavill's portrayal of him is S tier, though. Just
S?
because Henry. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say you can't stand the constant grunting.
No, I can't stand it.
Yeah, we're a big fan of the voice actor for Geralt in the game. Geralt in the game is great, and in the books. But he does have a problem of like Yennefer knows that he loves her, but he can't ever just say it. And she knows because like literally she can tell through his thoughts because she's a sorceress. And he just won't say it. And that kind of almost makes it worse for her because it's like, why can't you just admit that you love me? And it makes her feel not as appreciated. They have a rough when he's ready, she's not. When she's ready, he's not. He's not very good at the relationship stuff. Christy, what do you think?
The more you describe that relationship, I'm like, that sounds toxic. Nice. Okay, I have not watched the show and I have not played the game, but I did start The Last Wish. I don't think I got very far. Honestly, I don't even remember if I met Geralt yet. When does he appear?
The first page.
Oh,
so.
Okay. Then I definitely I have like a vague memory of thinking that he's really cool. But he's too old man for me, to be very honest. I don't know.
Okay.
Is he actually an old man, or is he just like that because, you know, the dangers of the job ages him prematurely?
No. It's actually the opposite. He actually looks younger than he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
but he looks old.
But Yennefer is older than him, actually. So.
When I play the game and when I read the books,
On your
what
deathbed.
would future Christy think?
Yeah, on your deathbed.
On my deathbed. No. I will read it because I started.
Great. Well, he tries as best as he can. He really does love Ciri. His like daughter-ish character. So
Without any other context, I'll say B.
okay. So I think top of B seemed fair. Do we think top of B or end of A? Because we all kind of had a similar. I'll put him the back of A for now, and then we have 2 characters left, and I'm very upset because Sean's gonna go on his usual rant about this character.
You don't know what I'm gonna say.
Yes, I do, because you bring it up all the time. Sean, what do you think of Ashitaka from Princess Mononoke?
I really liked watching in Japanese. I thought the Japanese voice actor is really good. I think the English voice actor is a snore. So sue me. I liked him more. I think he's great. I found him way less boring. He's still kind of just goody two shoes, but you know, he's a good guy. He's cool. He's nice. I'd say top of B.
Top of B? That's all you're gonna give me?
Yeah.
He has S tier for pretty much all the same reasons Jin Sakai is. So S tier. We know this though. Sarah.
I'd say he for me is either top of A or bottom of S.
Friendship redeemed. Christy.
Friendship redeemed. You said that like
he's a solid A tier for me.
Okay.
Solid A.
Because he's heroic.
Yeah, and he was like, you know, one of my like OG crushes when I was like 13 years old and I turned on the TV and saw Princess Mononoke for the first time.
And Enrique, have you seen Princess Mononoke?
No, he seems cool. He seems nice.
Yeah.
He seems like he could provide for a family since he has one arrow and one bow. So I give him a B.
Okay, wait.
He'll try.
What if I told you he rides an adorable red elk and the red elk loves him so much that even when it has the opportunity to roam free, it chooses to be by his side?
Is the elk his wife that transforms to a woman?
I'm just saying, no, it's not. But you really like the whole Clive is great with his dog Torgal. I thought you would think it was cool.
Dog. I love dogs.
Okay, you haven't seen this elk, okay?
It's so cool.
Ashitaka and his elk. It's so cute.
Ashitaka and his elk.
Also, he is so strong that he can catch an arrow in midair and use that arrow to shoot it back.
That's true.
Yes, thank you, Christy. This is
so
what
you know
friendship
he
is
can
all
provide.
But if they're shooting arrows at him and I'm next to him, what are the chances of it hitting me?
He'll protect you.
He will protect you. He's got like a demon arm. It makes him really powerful. Like so powerful. He shot an arrow
I don't know. Not a good in this good Christian household. Nope. Cannot be with no demon husband. That's a D.
I'm ignoring that statement. Look at him. Look at Yakul. Look how cute Yakul is. Okay, Enrique, I don't know if I can make this any clearer for you, He is the closest on this list to Jin Sakai.
And I recall putting Jin Sakai S tier.
Correct. So therefore,
who do you love more, your mommy or your daddy?
I gotta see if
I'll remind you we've been friends longer, so I don't know if that.
And the friendship is basically sustained because of my efforts to build a social circle. I bring you two quiet men together.
I don't like when mom and dad fight. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
You're just an innocent little French boy, as you always say.
Oh wait, just an innocent French boy. Yeah. I'll say high B, I guess.
So we have S tier from me, S tier from Christy.
I get A, and then Sarah is like borderline S and A.
Okay, Sean, you said, didn't you give me top of B after all of that?
Top of B.
Again, just jealous.
B for kind of boring, but
you just said you think he's not.
He's less of a bore in the Japanese version.
You are changing the narrative. Okay, last. I don't know, honestly. I have a feeling I know. Liaku. Okay, all I hear now is that song about like a man, because I know for sure Sarah knows which edit I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Is it Rihanna who sings the song?
Yeah.
And it's just like a montage of clips of him. And that's what I hear every time I see him now. Okay, so Sarah, I think you should rank him first. Where would you rank Liaku?
I'm gonna rank him S tier. I love him. He's okay. First of all, he's a dog. He's literally, that's a picture of a dog and a dog. He's loyal. He like stands by his values. He won't be bought out. He cares for the people he loves. He's a himbo. He's goofy. He's a hard worker because he's rising in the ranks pretty fast.
For some reason, he can't recognize Mao Mao all the time, but
he doesn't look at other women.
Yeah.
That's true, he doesn't. And when you first were like, he's loyal, my first thought was like, because you're still making him sound like a dog, is Sean being like, he'd play fetch with me? So he's S tier for you.
Petch, not fetch.
Sorry. Sarah, would you say he's like top of S for you? Like, is he higher than Lloyd? Okay.
No.
Is he higher than Roy Mustang?
No.
Okay, but he's right after.
I'd say he's at the bottom of S tier for me.
Okay. Sean, what do you think? Liaku?
He's probably an A.
Wow, what a very definitive answer that was.
I mean, again, he's not, he's not going up to S tier. He's less than Clive for me. But he seems great.
Were you fighting not to say he seems cool?
Yes.
Christy, what about for you?
Okay. Objectively and like honestly, out of everyone on this list, I'm like, if I absolutely had to pick one person in this list to marry and be my husband, I would pick Liaku. Like, he's the greenest of green flags to have ever green flagged. Like, he's like the perfect man, honestly, like that you look for in a partner, because everything that Sarah described, and also he can provide for you. And he doesn't look at other women.
Yeah,
Silco
and he wants
be very disappointed.
He doesn't want to be like, oh, here, just get out of the way. He like really wants to prove himself as worthy. Yeah. What about for you? All right, so S tier for you.
Yeah. Okay, top of S tier.
Okay. Wait, but compare that to Lacon. Would it be above or below Lacon for you?
Depends what mood I'm in.
Okay. want like perfect man or weird greasy older
right? I have moods for each of them.
Okay. Enrique, what about for you? Where does Liaku go?
I would say top of A, but like bottom S thing.
Okay. Any particular reason?
Yeah, not really.
No, that's just the vibes. It's like Sarah earlier about like, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
I actually would place him similarly, and I would say reading. I think I would have put him more like somewhere in A. And the thing that's bumped it up a lot is he has so many good moments, really good moments in the light novels later. So I'm being that like poor person right now. But he went up a lot for me. So I think like very bottom of S or top of A, I think, because he just really is exceptionally lovable and he's a good guy. So at the moment I put him at the very, very top of A, but do we feel like it rounded up to S? Is that because you said very top of S? So I think it's in S. Okay, we got to pull that back up because we're only allowed 5 at the top, and currently we have 6.
There's 17.
So we got it. This is our current first draft, and it's a pretty decent. Whoops, sorry. It's a pretty decent.
Can I make the first word here?
You don't think Lacon should be there?
No, I absolutely do not think Lacon should be there. Just looking at those people, and you're like, oh, that one makes sense. Oh, that one makes sense. That one does. And then you see Lacon, you're like, no.
But he's literally a great husband.
It's true.
Okay, so that was the first word.
You won't look at other people.
Actually, you know what? I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my mind. Not Lacon, Ginshi. Get Ginshi out of there.
Wow, you're just all over the place right now. Okay, so Sean's just upset about our tier ranking in there. So Sean would, at the very least, you're voting here, and that's what you think, right?
No, I'm changing. Lacon, I have to remember, is currently a fantastic husband. So I think it's just Ginshi. Get him out of there.
Mm-mm.
I know. I'm just saying this is where, if we haven't booted anybody out, this is what you would want.
I'd probably put Lihaku last. I mean, in front of Ginshi. Just in front of Ginshi.
Okay. I'm not going to lie. I think Gausian needs to be ahead of Lloyd because Lloyd, it's all for the mission and he's growing to care. Gausian is like going out of his way to care about everybody. So can I put Gausian ahead of Lloyd?
No.
Gausian also, mind you, we all love Gausian and he's not even the main character. That's how great he is.
Do we all give Gausian S?
I think we did all give Gausian S. I think.
I feel like we need to try this.
Enrique maybe said A or something. I'm doing it for now.
Yeah, I think I said A.
Now, Sean and I think Sarah, you two need to decide. Do you think Roy Mustang should be ahead of Lloyd?
Yes.
Look at Sarah's face.
I think he does.
You've asked me this multiple times, and I've had like an existential crisis every single time. I can't choose between the two of them.
Okay. So I think since Sean gave a very clear yes, we'll do that. Now, I think, let's see, we need to take a vote. So who thinks that of Ginshi and Liaku, of the two, who would get booted out? So we already know Sean's thoughts. Sarah's in distress, so I'm going to skip her for a second. So I think I know Enrique's. Enrique, I think I know your answer. What would you say?
I would say Liaku.
Liaku should be bumped down?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 1 for each. This will be Ginshi on my right side. Ginshi should be booted out. This is Boston should be booted out. So you think Liaku should be booted out, Christy?
Oh, you said Basen. So I'm like, Lihaku.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Yes, Lihaku. Sorry. Okay, but Christy, what do you think of the two of them? Who should be booted out?
I did say that Lihaku is like top of S tier, but that's like objectively speaking. Subjectively speaking, I would choose to boot out Lihaku because I'm like, I'm not gonna go to war to defend Lihaku. You know, I'll go to war to defend Lacon and Ginshi.
Okay, that's two then that want to boot out Lihaku. So, Sarah, do you want to boot out Lihaku or do you want to boot out Ginshi?
I just defended Lihaku so passionately.
Well, okay, wait. I think we need to do something else for a second. Hold on. I think Sean too quickly got to have like such a strong emphasis on Lacon deserves to be there. So, do we think, Sarah, would you, if you had to vote, would you bump out Lacon or would you bump out one of the other two? Like if you had to pick.
Why do we have these rules on ourselves anyways? Why can't we have...
I would bump out Lacon.
You would bump out Lacon. And now, I think, so Sean, you think Lacon should stay over Lihaku?
Yes.
Okay. So I think we have 3 people though that want Lacon over Lihaku. So already it doesn't matter what my vote would be. So that means it has to be between Ginshi and Lihaku. So Sarah, once again, we have 2 for booting out Lihaku and 1 for booting out Ginshi.
Well, Elle, what's your vote? Because
I'm not voting it. No, Sarah's deciding because either she has the definitive or not.
But she's stressed.
For yourself, would you rather be with Lihaku or would you rather be with Ginshi?
Ginshi.
Okay, so you would vote to do that. There, that was the defining thing. Okay, so Lihaku.
Yeah.
Now I know we don't need to spend all day, but I gotta say, I am. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I am very displeased that 4 of my top tier characters are in A tier, and they're not even at the top. And
that's
you know what
democracy is.
No, that's you. Taking like you are jealous. Okay, listen. Okay, Linda, listen. So I need to make this very clear, okay?
I think you need to pull it up again. Oh,
I am going to, yeah. So so Jin Sakai, Clive, Erwin, and Ashitaka, all characters that not everybody in the group knows about, and for every single one of them, even though you think all of them are cool, you voted for less, Sean. And I think you were taking advantage of the fact that you knew not everybody knew these characters.
I gave good reasons for each one, except for Ashitaka. Darn it. That one I did not have a good reason. But the others I did.
Yeah, it's true. But Jin Sakai, this is upsetting me.
I brought up Yuna in the ship. We just watched that scene. That was very upsetting to me.
That was one moment.
Yeah.
Lloyd frequently thinks about not being around for Anya, and he thinks she's like maybe not very bright and just saying. Anyway, this is currently our final one. Is there anything else that we feel like is totally incorrect? Looking at this, are we like, how is that our final list? Any objections? I'm very upset at our S tier. Well, I mean, I like our S tier, but I'm upset about some of the arguments.
I am not upset at all because I cherish each and every one of you and the discussions we had.
And because almost every single one of your S tiers made the top.
Almost every single one. One missing.
No. Which one's missing? Levi? Yeah. The only what I meant was that you don't necessarily love Ginshi and Lacon as much as you love the others, but you still got 3 of your 4. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Sarah, if you had, we're not moving anything around now. This is official, but Sarah, if you had one gripe, what would it be? What do you look at and think that's ridiculous?
Kefrey should be higher.
Okay. You don't like him at like lower end of B?
No.
Okay. Sarah, we know, or Christy, we know how you feel about Silco. I think that seems to be the one that you're the most upset about.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. And Enrique, which one do you object to the most? Was it Kefrey? For different reasons.
Yeah, but also Jin should have been in S tier.
Yes,
Jin
Jin
Sakai.
Sakai should have been S tier.
Yeah. Kefrey shouldn't even be on that list, but that's my cross to bear, as they say.
You know, it was your rule that we could only have 5 people
That's
in
true.
S tier.
Yeah, and Sean broke the system with his gerrymandering. It's very rude.
Overall,
Look,
I'd say it's a pretty.
There's only a
list.
few characters I think deserve that title. Jin is not up there. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. That's my opinion. Don't invite me on the Husbando opinion show, you know?
Yeah, okay. You know, once again, the things I like about all those characters are qualities I like in you. So just saying.
Yeah.
Sean's
Yeah,
like,
imagine if for all the characters that you point out in the waifu one that are like the dark-haired witchy types, if I was like, I don't like them. But I'll take a compliment where I can get it, Sean. Thank you. Christy, what were you saying a second ago?
Oh no, because you were like, all those qualities are what you love in Sean, and Sean's like, yeah, and I'm like, and Sean's like,
Yeah.
but I hate myself.
I think one other thing looking at it is, as much as I love Ginshi, and I don't know if I agree with Lacon being like very top, because I like men who think about the rest of society a little bit more. And Jin, I mean, I do love Ginshi, but I don't know. I'm like, Jin Sakai, Clive, they deserve to be at the top. Not that either of you would know.
I'll
You
do
haven't
my
checked anything
homework
out.
for next
Yeah.
time.
Well, thanks, everybody. 3 hours for 30 men. It was a good time. Much appreciated. Thanks for celebrating our anniversary with this goofiness. It was a lot of fun. And we'll see you all for the waifu tier ranking. Bye.